They really want a man.
It's just how bad it got.
And this one across the street, she just let dudes just slide in and out. And she just, look, I don't know how them guys be laying up in there with all them dogs in there. I mean, like, boy, she got like 4 or 5 dogs up in there.
Man,
It's disgusting.
yeah.
And they was trying to, and then I was driving, and I was thinking to myself, these damn fools care more about Domino than dog.
Mm.
All right, well, you know we live.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
All right, we're getting right to it. Questions. Do we have any questions? Okay, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen here, no? Let me go back up here. That's sharing my screen. Yes. All right. Now we up the car. Now we up the car.
No. Send me something.
You know you got lighters up in this jar, right?
Yeah, but I like them other lighters better.
They do work better. That flamethrower you got?
Now, Servant Smith said something.
I have a question in Nehemiah chapter 13 from the top.
All right, let's get that. Okay.
Nehemiah chapter 13 from the top.
Yeah.
On that day, they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonite and the Moabite should not come into the congregation of God forever.
Okay.
So is this forever? This is literally meaning they can't come in.
They can't come in, period.
Ooh. So I really don't understand why people are thinking that other people besides Israel can come in when it's saying that they can't come in. So who would the Ammonites and the Moabites be if they can't come in? Who would they be?
I don't know who they are today, but whatever they are, they can't come in.
Come. That's definitely not us. Come.
Right.
Come.
They can't forever.
Come.
This is written in this is what God had Moses to write. This is written in the book of Moses.
Hmm.
But this is in the Torah. So they can't come in.
There's no way around that.
That's why Ruth never came in. They lied about it and said Ruth came in. Ruth ain't came in. How you gonna come into God's congregation unless God clears it? It belongs to it's God's congregation, is it not?
Come.
How can someone in the congregation say someone can come in without clearing it with the person that own the congregation? God. Where did God say Ruth can come in at? Show that. Yes, sir.
Nah, I was reading something saying that David was a mamzer because of her, because he's from the,
No, David can be a manager if one of his parents live.
Mm-hmm.
Parents not Israelite.
And both his parents are Israelites.
Both his parents are Israelites.
But both of his parents, so Ruth is a great grandmother to David.
Ruth comes into the family of David over 400 years earlier.
Come. That's before Judges.
Would you count something like that? 400 years before you?
Mhm.
That's insignificant, huh?
Well, they right. Who counts that? That ain't nothing. Because you don't know, it's a line that's unrecorded for 400 and something years. You don't know what happened in that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's more than enough time to clear that roof blood up in there gone.
Right.
People don't understand. They don't see that. They don't do timeline. They don't do time charts. They don't know that.
So they thinking that Ruth is more closely related to David than that 400
They
year
got 4 years. Yeah,
Oh, God.
that's their problem. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not the case though.
And then it's looking like a lot of people believe because of David that Jesus has Ruth's blood.
Right.
And they don't get that a lot of that's being negated because he doesn't have an earthly father.
Right.
Wow.
I wouldn't that.
Wow.
That matter.
You saying Christ has Ruth's blood in him?
No, that's what a lot of
Okay.
the Israelites think.
Oh.
They don't know no better, man. They've been lied to. We know a lot of them don't want to listen and say, oh man, this guy making stuff up, man. That ain't true. Let's debate it then. We can lose.
Calm.
Think I'm saying something wrong. We can debate it because you don't know what you're reading. You ain't paying attention to what you're reading.
Mm.
They don't know that Ruth is at the beginning of Judges.
Calm.
Man, they don't know that. That's where you place Ruth at. It's the only place you can place Ruth at.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's right before the Judges.
Yeah, that's the only place. That's the only place you can place Ruth at.
Mm-hmm.
Because Boaz's parents is Rahab and Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Solomon comes out of the wilderness. The only way he can have children is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime after that, he's dead.
Wow.
He has Boaz right around that time in the army.
Good. Yeah. See that? Yeah. Wow.
Solomon is born in the wilderness. They're in the wilderness how long? For 40 years.
Calm.
See, they come out the wilderness, he's at 40 years old. Is he not?
Calm.
He's obviously one of those 2 spies
Okay.
that saved Rahab.
Right.
Is he not?
Right. Right.
Man, come and say it.
Calm.
He's one of the 2 spies.
Mm.
He's somewhere, he's what, 30, 40 years old. They never 40 years. If he's born in the wilderness, he's at least somewhere 30, 40 years old.
Right. Right.
Right?
They out of the wilderness already. So
They ain't
he's
in the
40
right.
plus.
So he's about 30, 40 years old at least.
Okay.
Right? Well, 30, 40 years. He saves Rahab. Whatever reason he gets with Rahab. But when they come out of the wilderness, they're warring for the land, right? They're warring for the land for what? Another 30 years or so? 10, 30, they're fighting for the land. To get the land.
Okay.
Right? To the point where Joshua, he's old. He's 110 years old now. He said, Frank, most of the time say, man, you old, you're 110.
Calm.
You know what I'm saying?
Calm.
You can't, it said, and there's a lot more land, it said, that needs to be taken. So Joshua didn't take all the land.
Calm.
He dies, and there's still more land needs to be taken.
Okay.
Right?
Calm.
So when Joshua dies, who takes over after Joshua? The elders takes over.
Calm. Okay.
Right?
Calm.
The elders takes over. Let's read it so I can show you real quick. I'm making it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Joshua. Things at the end, the 24th chapter, right? Let me see where it talks about. Let's say Joshua 24, verse 29.
Huh. Joshua chapter 24, starting at verse 29.
Yeah.
And it reads, And it came to pass after these things that Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died, being 110 years old.
All right. Go ahead.
Verse 30. And they buried him in the border of his inheritance in Timnath Serah, which is in Mount Ephraim on the north side of the hill of Gash.
Gosh.
Gaash.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And Israel served the Lord all the days of Joshua
Mm-hmm.
and all the days of the elders that overlived Joshua.
That overlived. These are the elders that overlived Joshua. These are the people that Ruth is talking about when it says the the elders, the judges that rule in the days of the judges.
Okay.
These are the
These
judges,
are the judges.
the elders.
Okay.
In the days of the judges, right?
Okay.
That's them. Because in the book of Judges, you have a single judge,
Right.
one after the other.
Right.
But Ruth is talking about judges, more than one at the same time.
Okay.
These are the elders. That's why it says right here, and all of their elders, because your elders are your judges
Come.
automatically.
Right.
The elder that overlived or outlived Joshua.
Okay.
Right?
Come.
Go ahead.
And which had known all the works of the Lord that he had done for Israel.
Right. So these are the people. This is where Ruth comes in. This little time you can slot it in according to the lineage that we have. Right? Because at this time, after Joshua, you have we and the elders. Then after the elders, you go to the single judges. That's when Israel, after the elders, Israel goes off.
Okay. Okay.
And then now God got to send a single judge to come free them.
Okay.
Then when that judge is alive, they stay, and then they go back and do it again. Then they got to send another single judge. Okay. Right? So Ruth would only fit right here in the days of these elders. In the beginning of the book of Judges. There's only, and not only that, based on who Boaz is. Boaz's parents. Boaz's parents met when they just came out of the wilderness.
Okay.
The two spies.
Right.
The spy Jericho. They just come out of the wilderness and then take Jericho. After that, Solomon takes Rahab and he have Boaz. Right? So Boaz is growing up and living during the time of these elders that would outlive Joshua.
Okay.
And that's when the whole Ruth story comes into play. It is the only place you can fit Ruth at. If I'm wrong, fact check me. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can't fit it nowhere else.
And Ruth is a Moabite, right?
He's a Moabite.
Yeah.
You cannot fit it. You cannot fit it nowhere else. Wow. Don't fit nowhere else timeline wise. Doesn't fit nowhere else timeline wise.
So Ruth ain't in the congregation. She's never been in a congregation.
Yo.
She's only, the promise that was made for her is what she received, right?
What promise that was made to her?
Well, actually, her being left alone as she helped the spies.
No. That's Rahab.
Okay.
That's Rahab. Talking about Ruth is someone different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Rahab, right? Again, we don't know. Solomon not supposed to marry Rahab. It's against Torah. He's Canaanite. Can't marry Canaanite. He's breaking the Torah. You know what I'm saying? Boaz, he's a man who's already, he's marrying Ruth. That's still wrong. You can't marry inside of your nation. And then we just ready where they can't come in. Period. You know what I'm saying?
So Boaz, he's a mamzer too, was
He's a man because his mother's a Canaanite and his father's an Israelite. Again, these facts, people that don't know these things, when you bring it up to them, they're gonna be shocked. They can't say you wrong though. Right? You can't say you wrong. Because you go to Matthew and Matthew tells you that Solomon married Rahab.
Right.
He tells you right there in Matthew chapter 1. He married a Canaanite, right? Tells you that stuff.
So where they getting this Ruth and Israelite nonsense from?
Oh, because you can't have a woman that's not Israelite have a book in the Bible. You can't have that, kid. That's the argument.
So that's why they. So right. Ruth is so Ruth is actually Judges, the whole book. You just put her name.
She's before Judges.
She's before Judges.
Yes. She's in the days of the elder that outlived Joshua. That's the day. That's the only way you can fit the timeline of Ruth in. And then Paul comes in and tells us we had judges, those single judges, for 450 years, he says. Right? So if Ruth is in the beginning of the book of Judges, then you have another 450 years or 400 and something years
of the judges.
But Boaz, but Ruth, a child is born right there at the end, somewhere in the beginning of Judges. That's when he's born. So you have another 400 and something years before you even can get to who?
David.
Before you get to David. Before you get to Jesse. Not even David.
Yeah, Jesse.
You get to Jesse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
David's father, get to Jesse. So, but the line is unrecorded for 400 and something years. Now, why would the line be unrecorded for 400 and something years? Comes the question. Why would it be unrecorded?
Because that is not Israelite blood.
Because it's not Israelite bloodline. It's unrecorded.
This is about Israel, ladies and gentlemen.
They don't see the skip. They think it goes from Obed right to Jesse. No, there's a big skip there of it being unrecorded.
Right. I thought that's the way it went too, because it's like it's in succession. It's like,
yeah,
this is the father of, this is the father of. But no, there's gaps in there.
But then when you read Matthew, there's also 4 kings in there that's not recorded. In Matthew, they're not recorded. They're recorded in Chronicles, but Matthew don't record them. They're not there. Why would Matthew not record them? Because the Torah tells you if they're going against God, that line going to be left unrecorded.
Blotted out.
You blot it out. So that line there was blotted out, so it's unrecorded. It's even unrecorded, you know what I'm saying, in the Old Testament.
That's good information. That's good. That helps you see clear, because if you don't know what's going on right there, you really be lost in the sauce.
Yeah, but without that's why you have false doctrine. That's why you think that David has Ruth blood in her.
Right.
Because you don't understand that.
Right.
You think that's what that's what that is.
Right. Them 450 years is clearing all that up.
Yeah, you really need 3 generations to clear it up. 400 is way more than enough.
Right.
But we don't know. Maybe he needed that long to completely clear it up completely. Because maybe they kept doing a bunch of, because remember, Israel doing Judges kept doing a bunch of foolish stuff. You know what I'm saying? And again, and Judges, to be clear, Judges is really from chapter 3 to chapter 16. People don't even know that. Chapter 3 to chapter 16 to get the book of Judges. Because after 17, 18, he talks about Eleazar again. Right? Can you continue to read down where you at in Joshua? Go ahead.
What was I left off at?
Then you left off at verse 31.
At 31?
Now you're 32.
Joshua chapter 24, verse 32. And the bones of Joseph, which the children of Israel brought up out of Egypt, buried they in Shechem, in a parcel of ground which Jacob brought of the son of Hamor, the father of Shechem, 400 pieces of silver, and it became the inheritance of the children of Joseph.
Correct. Right. I think in the book of Acts, Stephen, I ain't gonna say Stephen. Whoever recorded it wrong. Right? They recorded this part wrong. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 33. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, died, and they buried him in the hill that pertained to Phinehas, his son, which was given him in Mount Ephraim.
Right. So we see Eleazar here is both they have died. Right? He died around what time? The same time when Joshua died. Right? Same time he died. But when you read it in the end of the book of Judges, Eleazar is alive again. So that means that last part of Judges would have to come all the way back to the beginning. Because he's dead here and when Joshua's 110. Right? So how is he back again already? Can we get in the book of Judges right quick so I can show you, so I can say I'm not making it up?
And it's not a different Eleazar either.
Judges chapter 20.
Okay.
verse 28.
It said Judges chapter 20, verse 28.
Huh.
Judges chapter 20 and verse 28.
Give me verse 27.
Verse 27. And the children of Israel inquired of the Lord, for the ark of the covenant of God was there in those days.
Ark of the Covenant was there in those days. Go ahead.
And the Phoenicians,
Phinehas.
the son of Eleazar,
He just read that. Go ahead.
the son of Aaron,
Go ahead.
stood before it in those days.
I mean, he's alive in these days. Right? Go ahead.
In those days, saying, shall I yet again go out to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother, or shall I cease? And the Lord said, go up, for tomorrow I will deliver them into their hand.
Right. So we see right after the situation with Ruth, there was a story where this man goes to Benjamin with his concubine, and the Benjamites raped the woman, killed him. You know what I'm saying? He ended up chopping her up. That's from like verse 17, 18, 19. And then there's a war with Benjamin going to verse chapter 20.
Okay.
And what he's telling you, Eleazar is still alive. So this story, if he's alive, you got to go all the way back to the beginning of Judges around Joshua's time before he died.
Wow.
Right?
Huh.
So Judges is only chapter 3 to chapter 16.
Okay.
17, 18 is giving us history that comes all the way back into the beginning again. Because here Eleazar is alive. And it makes sense because now if Benjamin loses the battle and he's only 500.
Right.
So by the time you get to Saul tells you that his tribe is the smallest of all the tribe. How? Because of this incident right here.
Wow.
That 400 and something year gap is them building themselves back up. But the other tribe got another 400 years head start against them. So they all every tribe would be bigger than Benjamin. They would have to be the smallest. It's the only way this makes sense in a timeline.
Come. And didn't some of the other tribes have to give Benjamin some
They took the daughters
okay.
of a certain city that didn't come. They're supposed to come to help, but they didn't come. So they said, listen, man, since y'all didn't come, we said we was gonna wipe y'all out. But listen, we y'all go ahead and just give y'all daughters up. And, so that you can help a tribe of Benjamin, so we don't lack in one tribe. So they did it, and that's how Benjamin began to rule back. But they were still the smallest tribe, as Saul said. In there. So it all works on a timeline perfectly if you have a timeline correct. If your timeline is wrong, then you can explain to me how Benjamin is the smallest tribe, and it doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. But by the time you get to, if that's the case, by the time you get to Saul, they will be insignificant. They would have went from 500, that would have been like what? Only 2 generations.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Talking about, because right after you have Obed, Jesse.
Yeah. And then David.
Jesse would be in line with Saul.
Okay.
Because Saul is older than David. So you'd be in line with David's father, Jesse. Okay. This is one generation after. One generation after. Benjamin was just wiped out of 500. The next generation, you had Saul.
Right.
They're insignificant. Right? But when you read about Saul had a whole Benjamite army rolling with him. More than 500 of them.
Right.
It was more than 500 of them.
Okay.
So it doesn't work. It only work by you get 400 years and they build up enough where you can have enough Benjamites with them to be able to roll with Saul.
Right.
Read it. If I'm wrong, you can see this is what it is saying.
Right.
This is what it's saying. So hopefully that answered the question to put roof in there and then the timeline.
That's good.
Yeah, there's much more I can talk about. What I'm saying, you gotta just put it all together. And as the scriptures say, you have to meditate day and night, and that's when you start to put these things together and begin for it to make sense. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. But you gonna have a bunch of false doctrine that you can't clear up. But you can't reconcile why Eleazar is alive here. We're in the 20th chapter of Judges. This is supposed to be end of the 40 years. How you think alive?
Yeah.
He ain't lived that. You saying he lived that long?
Nah, he couldn't have lived
So he lived over 400 years? He ain't lived that long. Don't make no sense. That's not how long he lived. But again, listen, most people ain't gonna get it, man. Right? They're not gonna get it, bro. I doubt if they ever get it. They too caught up in they too caught up in wanting to run their mouth about stuff they know nothing about. Or you know. Yeah, so much they're gonna try to come on later on, is that right?
Yeah. You don't try it.
That's that Edomite talk. Of that baby possibly stuff. When Christ said your yea be yea and your nay be nay. Yeah. You gonna come on. You can come on if you want to.
Come.
I'm not saying you got to stay forever, but you can come on.
Come.
Right or wrong?
Come on.
Yeah.
Tap in.
I don't think he ready. Said he gonna be ready last week, brother. You didn't even come on. You waiting for you to reconcile these verses here. All right, let's get to our lesson. Any other questions before we go on? Any other questions before we go on? All right, let's finish up Ecclesiastes in the Bible. We left off in chapter 10. Supposed to have did chapter 10, I think, a couple of weeks ago. I think I finished it. We'll get to it now, though.
Not Bahasham. Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, Bob Shimon, they're gonna find us out. We ain't saying it right. We're gonna say that in the in biblical Hebrew. It doesn't have a definite article. You don't have the in there, brother. They just have in name.
They got a brother that can speak, but last one for Das. That the older brother that he's still around. Daniel Allo was talking to.
Oh, was he at the gift?
Nah, I don't remember him at nah.
They said it was a dentist at the gift. He could speak it too.
Who?
The dentist, the light skinned dentist dude. At the gift last time we was there.
I don't think that was him. I didn't see that.
Well, they claim it doesn't say that in the Hebrew. It doesn't say in the name. They just say in name.
In name.
Yeah, it doesn't have a definite article. But the reason why they don't understand about Hebrew writings is the thing. There's a thing that they call gaping. Gaping is when you leave certain things out because it's implied, or the people that's writing would already know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's all kind of gaping. That's a word gaping. There is also sentence gaping.
Okay. Oh,
right.
Wow.
Paragraph gaping.
Whole sentence left out.
Yeah. It's all in the book. Remember I said like something is missing, you like took something out?
Yes.
They took out the whole paragraph.
Wow.
How you know what all they took out? There's all kind of gaping, and we know things taken out because when we read the Dead Sea Scroll, we see things that's in there that's not in the Torah, and a whole lot. I think there's a whole paragraph that's taken out.
Wow.
But they don't understand the term of. They don't know what gaping is, right? Probably the first time y'all hearing it from me, because I know y'all know what gaping is. You know what I'm saying?
It's implied that you already know that part.
Wait, well, the word gaping.
The word gaping. Okay.
Yeah, but then there's other gaping stuff about taking out.
Right.
Sentence gaping, right? So and so stuff that are taken out for whatever different reason. But these things are in there. That doesn't mean because they took it out, and we're saying it now that we're wrong for saying it. You just don't understand what you're talking about. No one talks like that in name.
Right.
Which name?
Right.
Which name? In the now the definite article kind of pointing us to something more better than you just saying in name.
Hamasiak Yahweh.
Yeah.
Come. Ba is in, ha the, shem.
Yeah,
name.
the definite article lets you know that this is not just a regular person's name.
Come.
This person right here, even though he might have a regular person's name,
Right.
he is above that a regular person. That's why you have the
Right.
definite article the in there,
Right.
in the name, right?
I see people miss that with Hashatan too. They don't understand when it says Hashatan or Shaitan. It's
Right.
the Satan. That's him.
That's it, right?
Right.
That goes back into Greek grammar. The definite article is Greek grammar stuff, but it's also relevant in other different languages too. If you understand, if you study languages. All right, let's get Ecclesiastes in the Bible. We're in chapter 10, starting at verse 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, from that verse, starting at verse 1.
You want this one?
Yeah, I got it. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 1. The dead flees causes the ointments of the hypocrisies.
No, apothecary.
Apothecary to send forth a stinking savior.
Stinking savior.
Stinking savior.
Yeah, dead flies. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking smell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apothecary today would be a druggist, like a pharmacist type of person.
Okay.
He put together different drugs and stuff, right? Making a potion for something personal or something that he uses.
Okay.
All right. That's what a apothecary would be today. All right. All right, go ahead, brother.
With verse 2.
No, finish verse 1.
Okay. Verse 2.
No.
So
finish verse 1.
Verse 1, I mean. So do a little following him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor.
Right. So someone that has a reputation of honor, you start doing something that's stupid, it's like a bad stinking smell. It isn't a good look for someone that's supposed to be dealing with as it has a reputation of honor and wisdom to be acting stupid. Right? Folly is really stupidity, something that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to be doing. So if a person has a reputation of being smart and honor, he does something that's dumb, it just looks bad. Right? It's like a bad smell or something like that.
Does it have something to be like dudes have all that folly where they just deck their rims out trying to floss and stuff? That could be known as folly too.
No. Someone like when David committed adultery and murder, right? He's the king, right? He's a psalmist, right? He's the man of God's own heart, right? When he does something like that, you're like, wait, what?
Right.
That's stupidity.
Right.
That's folly.
Because it gives you a chance to say back to the Most High, that's a man of you?
Right. It's a bad look on David.
Right.
Right? Comes a bad look because he's reputation of being a man of God's own heart. Right. God chose him to be the king. Right. And all that. He's a psalmist and all his wisdom. He do something like that dumb. It's just a bad look on David. This is what that last part of this verse is saying, right? Yeah. So look at a couple of verses on this apothecary, right? Can we get Exodus the 30th chapter and the 23rd verse? We're gonna get the book of Exodus, the 30th chapter, and let's get verse 23. Let me pull this up here. We're gonna get verse 23 and I think verse 35. What is it? Hold up. Verse 20. Let me see. Verse 25. Sorry.
Come.
Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 30, starting at verse 25. And thou shalt make an oil of holy ointment, an ointment compound after the art of the apothecary. It shall be an holy anointing oil.
So it's a compound that's being made, and it's the art. It's an art to doing that of the apothecary, right? The druggist or the pharmacist is what it's trying to say, right? Jump down to verse 35.
Verse 35. And thou shalt make it a
You're
perfume.
gonna make it a perfume, making it so it gotta be a good smell, right? Go ahead.
A confection.
A what?
A confection.
A confection again is a mixture of compound, right? A confection is something that you would see witches uses. We talk about wolf bane and bat wing. She's making a confection, putting something together, right? Go ahead.
After the art of the apothecary, tempered together,
Crushed up together or mixed up together, right? Go ahead.
pure and holy.
It's pure and holy. See, when you're making these type of ingredient with these things together, all the ingredients got to be pure.
Okay.
It can't be the mixture ingredient.
Okay.
Right? If you're making something that need whatever it is, if it's wolf bane, you need real wolf bane. You don't need knockoff wolf bane. It ain't gonna work if the ingredients is not pure, right? And strong.
Or mixed with dog hair.
Or mixed with dog hair, something like that. Whatever you're gonna use. That's why it says pure and holy.
Separated.
Everything got to be high grade and quality that you're dealing with. So I'm showing you this stuff was being used in the temple to make certain perfumes and confections and stuff that you're supposed to burn before the Most High, right? And let's get one more in Exodus 37:29. Exodus chapter 37, and we're going to get verse 29, right?
You said verse 29,
Yes,
chapter 37.
chapter 37, verse 29.
Okay.
Right, let me see, make sure that that's the one that I wrote.
Yeah,
That's it. Pretty things, sweet spices.
I'm not sure that's the one I want. You go ahead and read that one right there.
All right. Exodus chapter 37 and verse 29. And he made the holy anointed oil and the pure incense of sweet spices according to the work of the apothecary.
According to the work of the apothecary. All right. So this is how they was making everything to be burned inside of the temple. But there's a verse in here. It talks about this mixture that you're not supposed to duplicate. There's a certain compound that was made, and you're not supposed to duplicate. All right. I might have to come back and get it. You're not supposed to duplicate this particular compound once you make it. Anyone that makes the like is going to be, I think it says, cut off from his people. Right? We was it's still in the way. That's it. 37:29. I'll have to get it and come back. Let's go back to where we was in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, and we now in verse 2. Now where we at? Yeah, we in verse 2.
In chapter 10, verse 2, he said. Yeah. This one is. It's the.
Yeah, just back to Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 2.
All right. Okay, back to verse 2. A wise man's heart is at his right hand, but a fool's heart at his left.
Right, so a wise man's heart is for him to do the right thing on the right hand. But the fool heart is he's gonna go off. What are you gonna do? Go ahead.
Yea, also when he that is a fool walketh by the way, his wisdom followed him, and he said to everyone that be that that he is a fool.
Right, so when a fool walking by the way, his wisdom faileth him. Right? When he don't be using no wisdom. And he said to everyone, he's a fool by the thing that he's doing. Because he's doing a bunch of dumb stuff.
God.
Right?
Just like I got that fake. No, I was just thinking I got that fake evaluation from my supervisor. And he think, no, this is the way he. I'm like, the thing's good, but it was just the spirit. I'm reading on him like.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
Verse 3. Verse 3. Yea, also when he that is a fool walketh by the ways, his wisdom followed him, and he said to everyone that he be a fool.
All right, hold right there. I want to go back real quick to Exodus. I got the verse here. Exodus 30 here. And 37. 37 when we get. Let's read up. Start at verse 35.
Huh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 30, start at verse.
You said Exodus or
Exodus.
Yeah, he's in
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ecclesiastes.
I'm in Exodus. I'm sorry. Exodus chapter 30, verse 36, you said?
35.
35.
Yes.
And thou shalt make it a perfume,
We just read about that, right? The perfume, go ahead.
a confection
Uh-huh.
after the art of the apothecary,
Uh-huh.
tempered together, pure and holy.
Right. Is what we was. I should have just read down. Go ahead.
Verse 36. And thou shalt beat some of it very small,
You grinding it down. Go ahead.
and put of it before the testimony in the tabernacle of the congregation.
You got to put it. That's where you putting this thing at. You may go ahead.
Where I will meet with thee, it shall be unto you most holy.
Right. So you put it in where God's gonna meet with you in the testimony of the tabernacle. This is in the most holy place, right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 37. And as for the perfume which thou shalt make, ye shall not make to yourself according to the composition thereof.
See, you shall not make to yourselves according to this composition thereof. You cannot make that for you. Go ahead.
It shall be unto thee holy for the Lord.
Right. You shall not do that. If you do it, go ahead.
38. Whosoever shall make like unto that,
If you make the like composition, go ahead.
to smell,
To try to smell it, go ahead.
thereto shall even be cut off from his people.
You're gonna be put to death. You cannot make this composition for yourself to go smell it. But you're not supposed to do none of that.
Do we know what this composition
I don't even want to know what it is.
I don't want to know what it is either.
That's the thing
I don't
about it
wanna
is,
know.
you don't even get tempted.
Right.
You don't even want.
Good.
But there are people who are gonna want to go try to go investigate what this is and act stupid and go make it. Once I read that part right there, that was enough for me. You don't want to know what it is.
Know what that is.
You know, I don't know what the ingredients is.
Thank you for not putting it in there.
I am straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you want to know that.
Come.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
There's no need for you want to know nothing like that.
Right, that's unprofitable.
For you.
Come.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
For you to know something like that. Shoot. 30. All right, let's go back. That's what I wanted to find with the apothecary. What we needed with that. Even today, when people are with these pharmacists and the drugs, that's what they tell you. They tell you you can't mix certain drugs.
Yes, they do.
They say you gotta tell your doctor what drugs you're taking.
Right.
So if they take something else, you mix certain things because mix certain things be bad for you.
Come.
It's like, say something, for instance, they got all these things online for like open arteries and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you might be on another drug, blood thinner. You can't take that, so you gotta consult with your doctor first. Before you can do that stuff, you got, but
Because he gotta adjust the milligrams and the dosage of it too.
Well, there's certain things you can't even take that because of what you're on or your condition. You know what I'm saying?
That'll mess you up.
that's why all these herbalists and stuff like that. But I'm like, yeah, but you trying to tell them, well, we can get you when you are, but still, I got, you got an element that needs that, that what the doctors prescribe for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Your herbs, I mean, it's okay. You might got some herbs that can help out something, but then some of the herbs are too powerful.
Yeah. You can't mix certain herbs. People don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 10. We now read verse 4. Verse 4.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, starting at verse 4.
Yeah.
If the spirit of the ruler rise up against thee, leave not thy place.
Right. So if the spirit of the ruler is against you, don't go running. Don't go leaving. Stay where you at. Stay home. Go ahead.
For yielding pacifieth great offenses.
Right. So for you staying there, you showing you that you're not afraid and running. It pacifies great offenses. Right. You give him time to cool off. Don't go do nothing crazy. Don't leave your place. Keep your station. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for this thing to blow over. If you're an innocent person, wait for him to blow and get cleared up.
Is that like one of those be still scriptures?
Yeah, one of the be still scriptures. You know, Short and King, no, that's not happening. I'm not running. I'm still here. I'm not leaving. Because he might tell you to go home. You go start the running, you'll be like, wait, why is he running? He guilty or something. Yielding. Just yield to whatever he's saying to you. Pacify great offenses. All right? Yield to it. Go ahead.
Verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun. Sorry. As an error which proceeded from the ruler.
If the ruler could have been off, he raised up against you and it could have been wrong. You running, making it worse. You passive, you staying there and yielding and stuff. Because of what he's saying is wrong. He made a mistake. Pacify great offenses. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. Folly is set in great
Dignity.
dignity.
Is it not today?
Huh.
Foolishness is very, people rave about foolishness, right? You can't be humble and this and that. That stuff, nah, I ain't doing all that. Foolishness, meaning stupidity, is set in great dignity. That's what folly breaks down to. Stupidity, do something that's stupid, that's dumb, or make no sense, right? Bungee jumping. People have bungee jumping on their bucket list. And that bungee jumping could be your last list on this bucket list. Stupid.
Yeah, they got some weird bucket lists.
They got a whole bunch of foolishness for bucket lists, but it's set in high in great dignity to do these stupid things.
Why would you want to jump off of a mountain going that fast?
That's because people set this thing in, like the scripture say, in great dignity. That's just something.
Why you want to jump out of a plane?
It's ridiculous stuff.
Why you want to go in the ocean with
A whole bunch of foolishness, man. I think that this gonna go up into that guy Chud, right? He gets calling people N word and all of that kind of stuff, like be something that he thinks is some great dignity to do for his fellow racists. You know what I'm saying?
But one of them dudes got killed.
Yeah.
You got about top Chud.
Well, I don't know if that story. What D was saying, he know that story is real. You gotta fact check them things right there. Right. All right. Go ahead.
Verse
Finish verse 6.
Come. The rich sit in low place.
And the rich sit in low places and don't know it. You think they're sitting in high places, but the rich is sitting in low places because they really don't know what's going on. They really depending on their money too much. All right, go ahead.
Verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
And I'm seeing that. I've seen servants of these people are servants. I've seen them on horses all the time, right? And princes, I've seen princes. Children of Israel, we are princes walking as servants on the earth. They've seen this. So he's talking about the flip. The flip is going on right now. This is what's happening. It's the flip. If the servants are going to serve the nation of Israel, they're the one on top. They're on horses. And we're princes, and we're walking as servants upon the earth. Go ahead.
Verse 8. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an hedge and serpent shall bite him.
Yeah. So he that diggeth a pit, you trying to set a trap for someone. Usually what happens, you get up, you fall into your own trap. Right? What happens, it backfires. Stuff backfires, right? Because you don't know you think the event's gonna play out a certain way, but then something comes into a monkey wrench in the system and it play out something differently, and you don't want to end up you fall into your own pit or ditch that you did, right? And whosoever breaketh and hedge, a serpent is gonna bite him. When you make so when you make up a hedge, you usually make up a hedge for your sheep, when you're putting a lot of stones and stuff around it, right? You trying to protect the sheep from different things, right? And within these stone hedges, you would see different little lizards, little animals crawling on the stones, and they live in little parts of it and all kind of stuff, right? You remove the hedge, you let serpents in.
Okay.
I mean, one of them will bite you. because serpents are always on the ground. They see when they come to the hedge, they're gonna go around. They're gonna go all the way around the hedge and keep about their business. But if it's open, they gonna slide in. Right? You think you move a hedge and you okay, you forget you moved the hedge, and a serpent comes in and bites you. That's usually what happens. You putting up these hedges here because it's for creatures that crawl.
Right.
Trying to have them to go around or go to a different place. So you don't want to remove the hedge, stuff that been laid out to deflect these different things. And it's one of the common things that happen, right? Serpents come in. People find snakes in all kind of places. And people don't know why, because there was just something put up to stop it from coming in. They leave openings. You know what I'm saying? And they end up getting bit. People find things under their house. Yes, sir.
So I was watching something this morning and it said that the word Sarah is the word for snake. So seraphim and Sarah.
No, not Sarah.
Seraphim.
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 But
Seraphim is like it's like fiery serpent.
Fiery serpent.
It's yeah.
But I was
Wait a
listening
minute,
to
hold on. That's what old boy was trying to say Christ was.
Yes.
yeah.
Did he try to say that he was in the garden? Because that was a fiery serpent, right? The seraphim.
No, that's an akash.
A cock.
A snake.
A snake.
Yes. Seraphim is a fiery snake.
Fiery snake.
Difference.
Okay.
Yeah. This got fire. The other one just don't.
Okay, so why he's trying to say that's who Christ was?
You don't understand the Bible. That's why.
Okay. No, because I think the guy he wasn't making a distinction between the seraphim and the Sarah. He was saying they both just mean snake. But now I hear how seraphim is fiery snake, right? That's a different type of serpent.
Right. Fiery one, right?
Because that's almost talking about like how Adam had his
No, Adam, they're talking to an akash. It's a different word.
right. No, but I'm saying Adam had his spirit clothes. He had the light too. Like was that a different kind of light or
I don't understand the light.
It's like Adam was a lit being. Like, is that what they call him, the seraphim?
No.
His fire is not.
Not light, fire. Different.
Okay.
Can we get Isaiah 6? Isaiah. Yeah, get Isaiah 6.
Okay.
You got Isaiah 6?
I got.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Go ahead. Read Isaiah 6, 1 and 2.
You asked the question.
Isaiah 6 from the top. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up.
Go ahead.
And his train filled the temple.
Train. He had a long people coming in there. Go ahead.
Above it stood the seraphim.
Above it stood the who?
Seraphim.
That's the word you're talking about, right?
Sir,
above it stood the seraphims. Go ahead.
Each one had 6 wings.
Each one had 6 wings. Go ahead.
With twain, he covered his face.
So with 2 wings, he covered his face. Go ahead.
And with twain, he covered his feet.
2, he covered his feet. Go ahead.
And with twain, he did fly.
And with 2, he did fly. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory.
Right. So this is seraphim. This is not Sarah.
Okay.
So I don't know what he's talking about. Right? This is Sera. This is Sarah. Not Sarah. Sarah is S-A.
You sure he was talking about he just pronounced the word wrong?
Maybe it was how he was pronouncing it.
Maybe he don't he doesn't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah,
Well, I was saying maybe he was using Hebrew or something. I
He
don't know.
Sometimes Esau has problem pronouncing words. It's just like when they say Tupac, right? They call him Tupac.
You're right. You're right. I heard that so many times.
I just want to show what July seraphim, looking up the word again in Hebrew so people can see.
Calm. Okay.
Right? Seraph. Serpent. Fiery. This is fiery serpent.
Calm. Calm.
Right?
Okay.
Fiery serpent.
Okay.
Right? And these ones that we read right there, this ain't just regular serpent. I don't know why these have there. Seraphim is fiery serpent.
Okay.
Right? And we talk about them having 6 wings.
So they do have serpent in the front, but it's not a serpent. It's a fiery serpent.
It's a fiery serpent.
Okay.
The difference is what you have a serpent,
Okay.
right?
Calm.
And then you have a snake, right?
Okay.
You would say to yourself that a snake is a serpent,
Okay.
right or wrong?
Yeah.
You would say that, right?
Right.
But not all serpents
Are snakes.
Yes.
Got you. Lizards.
know what I'm saying?
Okay, come on. Dragons and all. Okay.
Serpent is basically kind of dealing with something that will be poisonous, right?
Oh wow.
You
Yeah.
would say, but a snake is poisonous. That's why it's classed as a serpent.
Right.
That's poison.
Come.
But other different animals has poison too as well.
Right. Right.
They would be considered a serpent
Okay.
because it's poisonous. That's why we see here when you read the Brown Driver's Briggs, I'm gonna highlight for you, right? It says burning. It says burning.
Mhm.
That is figuratively what?
Poison.
Poisonous.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Serpents are not the only poisonous animal.
Right. Right.
So if an animal is poisonous, it could be termed serpent.
Oh.
Right?
You got some poisonous spiders.
Right. So he said serpent, it said especially what? A seraph, right?
Come.
Or a symbolic creature from their copper
Come.
color.
Mm.
Fiery serpents. Seraph. So it all depends on how you're using it. You won't equate this word with Sarah. I don't know what he
Okay.
I don't know whether he said something wrong.
Okay.
You don't equate it with Sarah, but it's fiery ones. Sarah don't have poison.
Right.
Not saying that she can't, but
Right.
we read
Right.
about her, she didn't have that. If you spit lies, it's poison.
That is poison. Wow.
You can be termed as a serpent yourself, right?
Come.
I think there's a man is called a serpent too. Lying tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the Jewish people, they draw a snake by them for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone the people are called snake in the grass, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They're serpents.
Okay.
They be lying. And they be acting like they cooler than they ain't. Be low key hating, calling people snakes,
Mhm.
serpents. You know what I'm saying? Because what they're doing, they're waiting for opportunity to do what?
Strike.
Strike, bite you, right? What are you trying to do? Snakes.
Laying and waiting.
Laying in wait,
Oh wow.
acting like they're cool with you, but all the time they're waiting for your downfall, waiting for something to go on so they can go ahead and try to bring you down, right? Then you call snakes. They're serpents. And their poison is that they're gonna lie. They'll step there and lie and say a bunch of stuff. All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Where did you leave off at? You said what was that? 9, I think we was? No, I think we on 9 now. Yeah, you're on 9, because a serpent shall bite him. Remember to move the head, the serpent shall bite him, right?
Come.
So we in verse 9. All right, okay, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 9. Whoso removeth stone shall be hurt therewith, and he that cleaveth wood shall be endangered thereby.
Yeah, you cut the wood, you're gonna be you in danger because you be careful. And cutting down, we cutting a tree and fall on you and all kinds of stuff. You gotta be careful. So whoever remover stone shall be hurt shall be hurt therewith. Must want to get hit with a stone because when you're moving stone, you could be moving what is a head. Well, not a hedge, what they call it, a landmark,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
That could be there for some kind of marking something, right? Can we get it in Deuteronomy
Come.
chapter 19, verse 14? Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 14. Yeah. All right, who got that?
I got it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Want to see some Deuteronomy chapter 19. I mean, what's that? Chapter 19, verse 14.
Huh.
Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which thou of old times hast set in thine inheritance.
In thine inheritance.
Thine inheritance.
So you don't remove your neighbor's landmark that's been there for old time, which have set in thine inheritance. Go ahead.
Thy inheritance, which thou set inherit in the land that the Lord thou God giveth thee to possess it.
Right. So when you get in the land to possess it, don't remove the landmarks. You got to keep those things up there. Those things are what set the boundaries. It cuts off. That's like today, if you have a fence that's been put up. Been put up there for a reason to set you where my land separates from your land, right? And stuff like that. These are landmarks. You don't want to remove. You don't want to remove these things, right? Let's jump down to chapter 27, verse 17. Deuteronomy 27, verse 17.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 17.
Yes.
Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
You're going to be cursed. Go ahead.
And all the people shall say, Amen.
And all the people are supposed to say,
Amen.
Amen to that. This is what happened. People are removing. Look what the so-called white man did. He removed a bunch of landmarks and stuff. Moved people from their borders and different
He
things.
removed so much land, and I didn't even know Manhattan was a black community.
Yes.
Village. He removed that. And then it was funny. Now they trying to get their own white towns. They don't want no black people living in. But when we had our towns, they went on through there and
Welcome. They was free to and fro. Just travel. Come on in.
Nah, they burned them down.
Yeah.
That's what they was mad. They had their own, but they was upset. They had see everywhere we try to be what you call that prosper. They don't like to see it.
Yeah, but they want their own community with just them in there.
Yeah, they don't want us in there.
Yeah. So we try to do our own. We try to do that. They don't want us to do it, but they want to do it.
Right. Check this out. I remember when Paul Mooney said, how dumb it is. We were living in their houses, working on their land, but you don't want us in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Now see how.
Well, see what they're saying is that you there temporarily. You don't live living in the neighborhood is to say to how that you have their money. You living like them financially. You working for them in their houses. They ain't tripping like that. It's like, hey, that's fine. You can work in the house. You know what I'm saying? At any time we can fire you and kick you out and get rid of you. But if you live next to us,
right,
ain't nothing we can do. All we can do is move.
Right. If we can't get rid of
You
you.
can't get rid of you, we have to move.
Yeah,
We get rid of you, we'll go up in there and kill you.
Mhm.
Because if there's enough of you and you by yourself, then going up in there and killing you, who gonna know that they don't kill you?
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
and then eat you. Don't forget that part.
oh yeah, they love to eat us. They eat us. I was
They
man,
eat you.
I was surprised when I heard they.
Well, do you know why they eat black people?
Why?
Because they want your power, your strength. They think in eating you, transfer
Consume
your
you.
consuming you,
Yeah.
transfer your abilities and different things to them. That's why
Yeah.
they do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they literally with their motto, you are what you eat.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it goes.
That's what they're doing.
And so they think they can take your melanin like that too.
Yeah,
No, they've been trying to do that.
but they believe that you are like somebody important, especially like
Yeah,
a god or something.
yeah.
That's why they do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I liked that movie Get Out.
Yeah, the movie talk about it. But they do that in real life,
Mhm.
for real. Because they see it.
Mhm.
They see it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Now we in verse 10.
Huh. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, starting at verse 10. If the iron be blunt
Uh-huh.
and he do not wet the edge, then must he put to more strength, but wisdom is profitable due to direct.
Yeah, but wisdom is profitable to direct, right? So if the iron is blunt, so we have to do that. You have to wet the edge, right? Now notice this is WHET.
That got me right.
WET, right? I'm gonna show you what WHET means, right?
With the edge.
You have to wet. All right, let's get rid of that.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute, is that wet?
We're gonna do it live here.
Come.
Because wet is something that's an old. Hold on.
Okay.
I better pull it up. You stop sharing my screen.
Did you took pictures of the slugger?
Did I? You say?
Yeah,
Blah.
because I got some from Monday. It posted that came in Sunday though, but I couldn't see it because of overcast.
Mhm.
But I took some on Monday. Look,
What was that? What day was 17? What was that?
that was
It's gotta be around the 17th.
yeah, 17th, because yeah, that Monday was the 18th.
So here's the definition of wet. Wet definition,
Mhm.
right? To sharpen by rubbing on or with something.
Mm.
See, so you're sharpening it,
Mm.
right? Such as a stone. So we have to wet it means to sharpen it. People talk they kind of confuse this term today when people talk about you gotta whet your appetite. So they don't mean WET.
Right, okay.
They mean WHET, right? Meaning sharpen your appetite, meaning get real hungry.
Okay.
When you see something a juicy steak, it's gonna whet your appetite, meaning they're trying to say it's gonna get you hungry.
Right, mouth water.
More they're trying to say.
Okay.
But they don't spell the word correctly, so you thinking they're talking about something water. We're not dousing your hunger with water.
Right.
That's not what we're doing.
Work.
We're getting it sharp, meaning making it hungry. That's the correct term. Whet your appetite, right? And then down here again, it shows you that it's a German word. It's a word, the word wet derives from the German word wetten.
Mm.
It means to sharpen something. Right? So we know what this word, English word, WHET come from, is from a German word, wetten. So English has a lot of loan words that it has that originates in another language.
Okay.
Right?
Come.
But now we know what
Wet.
means.
Come. Sharp.
To sharpen the edge.
Come.
If it don't sharpen the edge, then he must use more strength to cut.
Come.
Because the edge isn't sharp. If the sharper it is, you ain't gotta use that much strength to it.
Right.
right? And that's why it goes off, but wisdom is profitable to direct. It's smart for you to go sharpen the sword, wet it, right? That's why when you use when the Bible says, God said, if I wet my glittering sword,
Story,
he's talking about if I sharpen it.
Oh, yeah.
And I start swinging, I mean, a lot of people die. He's talking about
Oh.
sharpening his sword.
Baby.
That's what he's saying. Now let me go sharpen my sword, right?
Wow. That's good
I
about
wet my glittering sword.
Yeah.
All right, who was reading? Go ahead.
Verse
11.
11.
Yes.
Surely the serpent will bite without excrement.
Enchantment.
And I'm sorry, enchantment.
Right? The serpent is there. Don't think you have to go ahead and enchant him to bite you. He'll bite you without enchantment. Right?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
And a babbler is no better.
A babbler is no better. Right?
The person just run their mouth.
Run their mouth, babbling about nothing. He running his mouth about something that no one is asking him nothing about.
Wow. Okay.
Right? No one is asking him about that, but he's just talking about things, right, that he shouldn't even be talking about.
Mhm.
Sometimes he run his mouth to say something and get himself in trouble.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Just like a snake, a snake would bite you without enchantment, right? But when that snake bites you without enchantment, right, you ain't mess with the snake and he bites you, the snake get in trouble. Why? Because now you finna kill him.
Right. Okay.
I won't even noticing you. You
If
bit
you,
me,
if you can kill them.
or you can kill him.
Yeah,
You
but
just gotta survive the bite though.
Right.
yeah, that,
You gotta
if
survive
you
the bite.
survive the bite.
Yeah.
But that poison boy, I tell
Well,
you,
it depends which one bites
yeah, black mamba,
you. Depends which one bites you. You know
So
what I'm saying?
this word
Brown
enchantment, is warning, is like a is it
To entice, to mess.
entice? Okay.
Yeah, you messing with it. You see them guys with the snake and they messing
Yeah,
with it and
yeah.
dancing and all that
playing with it,
other
hitting it
stuff.
upside the
Yeah.
head with something.
That's enchantment. They
Okay.
right.
Fake just like looking at
Playing
it like
around.
a damn fool.
Yeah.
Like, do you really think I ain't gonna bite you?
Ah.
No, that's, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious.
Well, we're supposed to be gracious, right?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
But the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
That's correct. You just let a fool talk long enough, and he gonna say something wrong. There was a girl that you was just caught. She supposed to be some type of therapist or something,
Mhm.
and how she have all these degrees, and when she started talking, she made herself look bad.
Oh wow.
They're exposed. She don't have no degrees. She don't have nothing. She said a little bit too much, and people figure out, oh man, you up, you lying. You up, you lying. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Lips of a fool shall swallow up himself or herself. Right.
um,
Go ahead.
13. The beginning of the word the beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness,
Go ahead.
and the end of his talk is mischievous madness.
Yeah. This boy goes on with a fool. He start off with a bunch of foolishness. And at the end of his talk, it gets worse. A mischievous madness. Yes, this has been worse. Go ahead.
14. A fool also is full of words.
Is he not?
Come.
Go ahead.
A man cannot tell what shall be and what shall be after him. Who can tell him?
Well, we know the Most High in Christ can do that, right? But a man cannot tell. A man cannot tell what shall be. He don't know. He needs something a higher power to tell him. And what shall be after him? Who can tell him? We know the answer to that question. All right. Go ahead.
15. The labor of the foolish weareth every one of them.
Right, because he working in vain. The labor of the foolish, it tires every one of them. They get tired. Right? Go ahead.
Because he knoweth not how to go to the city.
See, he don't know how to get to the city. Right? This can even go to a spiritual level. They don't know how to get into the kingdom.
Wow.
The fool don't know how to get into the kingdom. And there's a bunch of other foolish people out here with foolish talk. And they think they know how to get to the kingdom or to the city. Right? We know about that. The city is New Jerusalem, right? The city they come down. They don't know how to get to New Jerusalem. A whole bunch of talk, but they don't know how to get there. They think they do. but they don't, because as the text said, they are foolish. They weary themselves in all these different false doctrines and false beliefs, and thinking they're gonna get in and don't, and they don't know how to get there. That's not how you get there. They don't know how to get to the city, right? Go ahead.
That's putting the Most High first and keeping His statute, laws, and commandments Most High in Christ.
And believing in Christ as your Messiah.
Go
ahead.
Verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy prince eat in the morning.
Right. So woe to thee, the land when the king is a child, because then a whole lot of bunch of foolishness is going on in the land, and the king is too young for him to regulate. So a lot goes on. There's and thy princes, right? They eat in the morning. This is when these guys get early in the morning. They get up, and they eating. This is some kind of old proverbs back then that a prince is not supposed to be doing something that early. Right? They're doing something wrong too early. They're supposed to be doing that wrong early. In other words, they're not taking care of business. They're not taking care of business, right? The first order of business is not for you to be stuffing your mouth, right? The first order of business is supposed to be something towards in the land, straight up,
the kingdom,
praying to the God, or something like that, getting things in order. But you stuff in your mouth, something's wrong, right? Go ahead.
Verse 17. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in the due season.
Eating not in the morning, in the correct season. Go ahead.
For strength and not for drunkenness.
But they're eating for strength and not because they're drunk. The land gonna have problems. So he blesses the land when the king is the son of nobles. He's been educated correctly. Go ahead.
Verse 18. By much slothfulness the building decayeth.
Right. By much slothfulness, the building is gonna fall. It's gonna fall apart. You can't take too long, you gotta get to it. Go ahead.
And through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through.
Right. Through idleness, laziness of the hands, you're not doing no work, the project falls through. Because usually when you do these things, there's a deadline. You meet your deadline, what happens?
That window.
The window
closes. Window closes. Wow.
Projects fall through. Go ahead.
19. A feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things.
But money answereth all things, right? So a feast is made for laughter. We had a feast, there's a whole bunch of laughing and drinking going on, and wine makes you merry, right? Happy. But money answereth all things. What it's answering here is that we know money don't answereth all things. So what is it talking about? Money does answer all things when it comes to a feast. Whatever the feast needs, what money can buy, right? So in that way, money answers all things. If you're dealing with something with the feast, the wine and whatever you need else,
tangible goods,
money can answer all that. Answer all things when it comes to putting a feast together, right? Go ahead.
20. Curse not the king, no, not in thy thought, that curse not the rich in thy bedchambers.
So don't curse the king, right? The Most High, Christ. No, not in your thoughts. Don't do that. And curse not the rich in thy bedchamber. Go ahead.
For a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and that which hath wings shall tell the manner.
Right. One of these chirping birds, hear what you're saying, go repeat it somewhere else, get in trouble. Right? And a bird doesn't have to literally be a flying bird.
Wow.
Right? A bird can be that serve it, that serves you, right?
Mm.
In your bedchamber, and they over somewhere else cleaning or doing something, right? And they overhear what you're saying, right? And they're gonna carry that what you said, and they're gonna go tell the matter to that person that you cursed out, that rich person.
Wow.
Yeah, someone's gonna hear what you're saying. You know, people are always listening and eavesdropping and stuff like that.
There's always a witness.
Always you can get yourself in big trouble. That's how you get in trouble. All right, let's go on to the next chapter. Chapter 11.
Chapter 11 from the top. Cast thy bread upon the water, for thou shalt find it after many days.
Right, cast thy bread upon the waters. Thou shalt find it after many days. That's that paid forward stuff. It's gonna come back, right?
Yeah.
It's alms. So that bread is talking about alms, paying alms. Alms are gonna come back, right? We need to get this. We need to get these alms. Let's get in the Apocrypha. Tobit chapter 4, verse 11 first. Right? Have it here. Tobit chapter 4, verse 11. Get that one first.
Tobit chapter 4, starting at verse 11.
Yeah.
For alms is a good gift unto all that give it in the sight of the Most High.
In the sight of the Most High. It's a good gift, right? And now we're going to get the next part of that same book, Tobit chapter 12. And let's get verse 8 to 10.
Tobit chapter 12, starting at verse 8. Prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness.
See that? When you pray, pray, fasting is good with it, and alms and Torah keeping, that's righteousness. Go ahead.
A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness.
Yeah, it's better to keep some Torah than to keep no Torah. Right?
Wow.
Go ahead.
It is better to give alms than to lay up gold.
See that? It's better to give than to try to hold on to that stuff because you don't know when you're going to die. Can't take it with you. Might as well do some good with it. Go ahead.
Verse 9. For alms doth deliver from death.
See, alms deliver from death. See that? It's very important when you have these sicknesses, cancer or whatever. Alms can help deliver you. Alms doth deliver from death.
Wow.
Go ahead.
And shall purge away all sins.
And shall purge away not all sins, but certain sins.
Wow.
Right? Purge away certain sins, of course. Go ahead.
Those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life.
Filled with life. It's good to give alms, which is a free will offering. Helping where you can help when you have the means to help. Those are alms. Okay, last one.
Verse 10. But they that sin are enemies to their own life.
See, them that sinning, breaking Torah, you are an enemy to your own life.
Wow. That makes that not being profitable so much more surreal to say it like that. Wow. Unprofitable.
You become an enemy to your own life when you sin, because sinning, you end up dead. You become an enemy to yourself. right? These brothers here are too focused on the so-called white man, not knowing you're an enemy with your own life. You breaking Torah.
Wow.
You your own worst enemy, they would say, right?
Right. Hamashiach Yahushai and Paul, like, man, come on. Take a look at this one more time.
You become your own worst enemy.
Wow. That is so unproductive.
Yeah, you so focused on him, man, you forget that you become your own worst enemy, man. We need to get one more
Come.
in the book of in the Apocrypha. We need Ecclesiasticus.
Come.
Ecclesiasticus in your Apocrypha. All right. We need chapter 12. We're gonna go chapter 12, we're gonna go 1 through 7 here.
Come.
All right.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 from the top. Thou wilt when thou wilt do good, know to whom thou does it.
Right. So you're gonna give alms, right? Kind of have an idea. You might not know the person directly, but you kind of sense what's going on. You want to give to someone who will take the money and go feed their habit. You know what I'm saying? That's why you want to buy them food or something like that with the money, right? So no good to whom thou you're doing is. Go ahead.
So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits.
So you should be thanked for your benefits, right? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense.
Right. So do good to the godly man, and you're gonna find a recompense. You're gonna find a recompense if you do something good to the ungodly man as well, right? But you want to focus on doing good for the man that's keeping law, statutes, and commandments too when he's in need of help, right? And then you're gonna find a recompense. Go ahead.
And if not from him,
if not from the godly man, go ahead.
Yet from the Most High,
God is gonna recompense you, right? Go ahead.
There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil.
Correct? Is that right?
That's correct. Nor to him that giveth no alms.
Or him that don't giveth no alms, no free will offering. You got to give, right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner.
Right. Give to the godly man. I said give to the godly man and the sinner.
Come.
Give to both. Right? Give to both. If you dare to help, you can help. They need some food, need some clothes or something like that. You have to give them the clothes and whatnot. Again, I don't obviously you're giving no drug person money because they're finna go buy drugs. Nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Take the money and buy the clothes, buy the food, whatever it is. That way we help. Right? But give to the godly man and to the not to the godly man too. Give to both. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 4. No, verse 5. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly.
Right. I give to the, again. It all depends on the ungodly what it is, right? Because you have a lot of rich people who's ungodly. They don't need no help. We ain't giving them no help. Right? But do well to him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Go ahead.
Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby.
So you have to. So there's certain people you might help out, but then they use them to overpower you. You got to be careful. Go ahead.
For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him.
Right. So that happen. People have helped brothers out, right? And they turn around and backstab you. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to overpower you thereby. And now you have received twice as much evil for the good that you done did, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty days of their punishment.
Right. So they're going to get it in the end. That's what he's saying. I'm keeping them there, and I'm going to get them in the end. They're not getting away with anything that they're doing. I'm gonna get them in the end. And that's where that's where it becomes really bad for them, because that's where all the wrath is gonna come out upon them,
Mhm.
and there ain't no holding back. All right, go ahead.
Verse 7. Give unto the good and help not the sinner.
Right, that's the last one we need. Give unto the good and help not the sinner. As I said, the sinner depends on who the sinner is, but you should help sinners too, because we was all sinners as well.
Come,
Right?
come. And do unto others as you will have them do unto
Do
you.
unto you. God, right?
I won't help if I was sinning.
Listen, we all gotta help as sinners,
Come,
right?
come,
Christ came while we were yet sinners and died for us. He came to help us.
come.
All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 11,
Come. We have verse
2, I think now.
2. Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 2.
Yes.
Give a portion to 7 and also to 8, for thou knowest not what evil shall be done upon the earth.
You don't know what's going to happen, right? Give a portion to 7 and to 8, but you don't know what evil is going to happen. You know what's going to happen, right? Giving a portion to 7, giving a portion to 8, it's just a phrase of saying, give something,
Okay.
right? Give something that you have, not necessarily. It's just a phrase that is talking about giving, and you're talking about giving. Of course, that's a charity.
Come.
Talking about giving charity, right? Some of your portion, something that you have. So give the 7, give 7 and 8. Could be also saying that, give more than one time, right? Give more than one time. Okay. Sometimes we want to just give give more than once. Give twice, give 3 times.
Don't lack.
Don't lie. Keep, you know what I'm saying? Be consistent. Give. Keep giving, because people need help. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 3. If the clouds be full of rain, they empty themselves upon the earth.
That's right. Go ahead.
And in the tree fall towards the south. Wait, if the tree fall toward the south or toward the north, in the place where the tree falleth, there it shall be.
Right. Wherever it fell, that's where you're gonna find it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
4. He that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap.
Right. So he that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds will not reap. It's going to tell you, going to explain to you. We read down what it is saying, right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. As thou knowest not what is the way of the spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of the Most High, who maketh all.
Yeah, you don't know the works of the Most High, who maketh all things. How he's doing it, right?
Come.
So verse 6 is going to now answer verse 4.
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. In the morning sow thy seed.
In the morning sow your seed, right? Go ahead.
And in the evening withhold not thine hand.
And in the evening withhold not thy hand. Because verse 4 says, he that observeth the wind will not sow. So it's blowing. Say, oh man, I'm finna go up in there. It's gonna blow the stuff away. He said, no, in the morning sow your seed, that in the ground. And in the evening withhold not your hand, right? Go ahead.
For thou knowest not whether shall prosper either this or that, or whether they both shall be alike good.
Right. So you don't know which one of them is going to come up and grow. Just because it's blowing, you ain't going to, the wind, you ain't going to know. You don't know which one is going to take root, is going to come up, what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. One can be good, one can be bad. So sow your seed. Sow it in the morning. And sow it again in the evening, right? Could be some wind in the morning, still sow. It might not be no wind in the evening. Don't hold your hand, continue to sow, because you don't know what's one going to prosper. The morning or the evening one. Continue to sow your seed, right? And with that, we're going to get a precept here. We're going to get a precept here in 1 Corinthians. chapter 3, verse 6. Right. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, we start at verse 6. I think down to verse 9.
Come on. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, starting at verse 6.
Yeah.
I have planted,
Paul said, I have planted. Go ahead.
Apollos watered,
Apollos came behind me and throw some water on it. Go ahead.
but God gave the increase.
But God was the one who gave the increase. That's why you should plant. You know God going to give the increase on it, right? So one planted and one watered, but God is one who gave the increase. Go ahead.
Verse 7. So then, neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but God that giveth the increase.
But God is the one that's giving the increase, right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one.
See that? Now, this is another verse that killed the Trinity. They talk about how God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, these three are one. Now, Paul right here is letting you know. He said, I planted, Apollos watered, but they would be one.
Right. Right.
Right? Him that planteth and him that watereth is one.
Right.
Now, Paul and Apollos are not one being.
Right. Right.
They're two different human beings.
Right.
But they have the same goal in trying to get the tree to come up and bear fruit.
Right.
One plant and one water.
Right.
So that's how they are one. So two men can be one. They have to be three. But these are two separate beings. Human beings, right? Go ahead.
And every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor.
Own his labor. You get out what you put in. Right? Go ahead.
For we are laborers together with the Most High.
See, we are laborers together with God. So we need to do our part. We know God gonna do his. God like, you do your part. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Ye are God's husbandry.
We are God's husbandry, meaning we are God's planting. Right? A husbandman is a farmer. We are God's husband. We are his planting. We are his farming. Go ahead.
Ye are God's building.
We are God's building, right? He's building us up. We are God's building. He's working with us, building us up. We are his building. Right? Let's go back. That's all I wanted to get on this so we can understand about sowing and planting.
So sow your seeds in the morning and in the evening.
Meaning keep working. Because you just sowing the seed. God gonna have someone come behind you and water it. And then he gonna give the increase.
Beautiful.
All right, let's back to Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 11. Where are we at now?
Yeah.
Verse 7, I think we're at. Yeah, verse 7.
Go
ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 7. Truly the light is sweet, and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun.
Right? The light is sweet. It's meaning it's a good thing. It feels good to be alive, right? See the light, see the sun, good thing. Go ahead.
Verse 8. But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness.
He needs to remember the days of darkness. Remember these days. Go ahead.
For they shall be many.
They shall be many. Go ahead.
All that cometh is vanity.
And all that cometh in them days is vanity. They're coming. Right? It's good to be alive. If you live many years and you enjoy them all, the dark days are coming. The dark days are coming. Don't forget that. They're coming. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Rejoice, O young man.
Yeah, rejoice. Go ahead.
In thy youth.
And we see them doing it. When you young, that's how you do. You're trying to have fun and get out here and do things and enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth.
Youth normally, that's what they do. It's about them. Go ahead.
and walk in the ways of thine heart.
And that's what you do when you're young. You the way you see it, the way you moving it, right?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
And in the sight of thine eyes, but know thou that for all this thing God will bring thee into judgment.
Know for a fact, God gonna bring you into
Happen.
judgment. All that stuff that you're doing, you ain't getting away with it.
Mhm.
God gonna judge you, right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Therefore remove sorrow from thy heart,
So when you're young, remove sorrow from your heart. Go ahead.
and put away evil from thy flesh.
Uh-huh.
For childhood and youth are vanity.
But childhood and youth
Mm.
is vanity, right? That's the reason why in the beginning we saw that the people that was first made then wasn't made with no childhood.
Mhm.
Adam was made a grown man.
Mm.
Eve a grown man, no childhood.
Mm.
And that's vanity. So we are going through this vanity stage.
Mm.
We're going through this vanity stage, right?
Come.
Can we get that in Romans chapter 8?
Come.
We're going through a vanity stage. God, I didn't want to bring you to this vanity here, but yeah, don't want to listen. Let's take them through the vanity stage.
Oh, wow.
All right. Romans chapter 8, verse 20.
Come. Romans chapter 8, verse 20. And it reads, for the creature was made subject to vanity.
See, the creature, the creation, right,
Mhm.
was made subject to vanity, right? This growing up stuff, this going through this growing up stuff. That's why those get eternal life,
Mhm.
get eternal life. They ain't gonna go through no childhood and be born and all of that.
No vanity.
No vanity.
Come.
You're killing the vanity. For the creature was made subject to vanity. Go ahead.
Not willingly,
Not willingly, he didn't want to do it. Go ahead.
but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope.
He's subjected to the same. So I got to bring you through this stuff that you're gonna get through it because I put hope, faith in you that you're gonna come through it, right?
Come.
Now he know that not all gonna come through it,
Come.
but some gonna come through it, and that's when we get our 144,000, those that overcome, that got through it, right?
Come.
Go ahead.
21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most
The
High.
children of God. Now we know all the certain of them get that, right?
Come.
Only certain of them are going to get that, become the children of God. That's why the apostle was teaching, started from the Christ, that Christ was the Son of God.
Come.
We are going to be sons of God. That's what Christ called us brethren.
Come.
Brethren. Go tell my brethren.
Come.
Other children of God.
Come.
Right?
Come.
Go ahead.
22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travail in pain together until now.
Until now. We are trying to go into it. Until now, we're still going through it. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruit of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption,
or the sonship. Go ahead.
to wit, the redemption of our body.
The redemption of our body, right? That we got to go through it. So that's what we're talking about. Going through this vanity here with hope we can get through it. We become the sons of God. The redemption. Remember, Adam was the son of God. He had that body, right?
Yes.
So he had to redeem it to bring it back. Redemption of our bodies. But then we added something even more where it ain't just a fleshly body, it's a spiritual body where he can come into the flesh and into the spirit. The redemption of our body. Right?
Come.
Let's go back now to Ecclesiastes. And we're going to go right to the next chapter. They break the chapter there, but it continues from chapter 11, verse 10, right into chapter 12.
Okay.
It's speaking of the same thing. There is no break there, but men break stuff up. No break there, really.
Uh,
All right, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 from the top. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth.
See, he's still talking about the days of your youth, right?
Mhm.
But you gotta remember, most youth don't remember the Most High. They ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Creator, well, they ain't on that. We out here doing youth stuff. You know what I'm saying? Remember now that creating days of thy youth, go ahead.
While the evil days come not,
While the evil days don't come. Again, the same context as we read in the end of chapter 11. While the evil days come not, go ahead.
nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, the days are going to come when you have no pleasure in them.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
And we know what them days are.
Um,
What are those days you have no pleasure in?
the days that have no pleasure, that when the stuff gets old.
Old age.
Old age.
When you get old. Old age. It's about to go into it right now. It's about to hit it. Then the day you have no pleasure in when you get old. Go ahead.
Verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
Yeah. Not them days. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we transitioning into old age.
Mm-hmm.
These are the age that you don't like. So, the keepers of the house is who? The keepers of the house is your hands.
Okay.
Then the house has to be your what? Your body. Right? Let's get the verse to show that the house is the body, so we can understand that the keeper is the hands, right?
Okay.
We need to first get the book of Job. Get the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 18 and 19. Job chapter 4, verse 18 and 19, right?
Job chapter 4, starting at verse 18. Behold, he put no trust in his servants.
So he's talking about the Most High, right? The Most High put no trust in his servants. Go ahead.
And his angels he charged with folly.
And his angels he charged with folly, foolishness, right? Something that makes no sense. And that only lines up if you talk about the angel that came down right before the flood. Did a bunch of foolishness, right? And then the ones after the flood, they put up with the nations, the 70 angels, they start getting worship, right? You charge them with a bunch with foolishness that they're doing foolishness, trying to get worship. Take his worship, right? Go ahead.
19. How much less in them that dwell in the house of clay?
In the house of what?
Clay.
In the house of clay. Them that dwell in the house of clay. Go ahead.
Whose foundation is the dust, which are crushed before the moth.
Will crush before the moth, right? Talking about in the house of clay, that's human beings. Right? We're in the house of clay. Right? I mean, God is called a potter. And the potter mess with clay. So we're in the house of clay. We dwell in the house of clay. This body is the house of clay. So again, your body's called a house of clay. All right? Let's get another one here. 2 Corinthians 5, verse 1 and 2. All right, go ahead.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 from the top.
Yeah.
For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, and house not made with hands, eternal in heaven, in the heavens.
Right? So again, your body's called a house, or earthly house, right? Of this tabernacle, of this dwelling. That will dissolve. They're saying we have a building of God. A house, so you go in from one house to another house, right? But this other house is not made with hands. right? It's eternal in the heavens,
Wow.
right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. For in this we groan,
Right? In this house, this body, we grown. Go ahead.
earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven.
Which is a house from heaven, right? Or other house. You're trying to come out of this house and get into our heavenly house.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the body is called a house again here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple of verses that say that is a house. When we come back here to Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3, talking about the evil days when you're old, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, I mean your hands are shaky.
Mm-hmm.
When you're old, isn't that how it is?
Come.
Your hands are shaky. Yeah, your hands shaky.
Come.
Those are the keepers of the house. Is your hands, your house, is your body is shaking, trembling. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Wait, what chapter is that?
Chapter 12, verse 3.
Come.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3.
Come. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Right? So, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Right? All the strong men shall bow themselves. Because they old.
Mm.
And the grinders cease. Right?
Mm.
The grinder's gonna be what? The teeth.
Okay.
You're losing teeth.
Right.
They're ceasing, they're stopping.
Come.
Right?
Wow.
They said because they are what?
Oh,
Few.
Okay. Come.
You're losing teeth. That's when you're old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right? He says, and those that look out of the window be dark. What do those be? Eyes.
Come.
I look out the window.
Right.
Your eyes are getting dim.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They become dark. Because what? Because you're old. This is what happened in old age.
Yeah.
This is the day you're talking about, the time you're talking about that you're gonna hate.
Yeah, right.
The old age, because all this happened to you. Your hands are trembling. Your teeth getting grinded because when you need dentures, they
Can't
starting
see
to
no
fall
more.
out. Yeah, your eyes are dimming. You know what I'm saying? All these things are happening. You can't see good. You need glasses. You need pills. You need all kind of stuff. It's an old age, right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the street when the sounds of the grinding is low.
So and the doors shall be shut in the streets. You'll find a way to get in to different places, right? When you old. It says, and the sound of grinding is low. Right? So the grinding is the teeth, the sound of the grinding is low. The sounding of going off into dealing with your gums, right?
Come.
Is low. Go ahead.
And he shall raise up at the voice of the bird, and all of the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Right. And you're gonna rise up at the voice of the birds. Meaning, that's talking about insomnia.
Mm.
Right? Any little thing wakes you up.
Mm.
It's hard for you to sleep in the old age, right? Always getting up in a little voice, right? You have insomnia. So, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Let me see what I have here.
Mm.
The daughters of music, that's talking about you losing your voice.
Oh, wow.
Give you what you can sing.
The pipes.
The pipes is gone.
Okay.
Brought low. You're losing your voice. That's happened all in the old age, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are all poetic ways of saying things. They're saying that you're old.
You know.
You're old. You know what I'm saying?
God.
There's an old archaic way of breaking it down. Like I was like, man, that is crazy. Yeah.
Most High got our card, huh?
Right. Got our cards, man. All right, we ain't got too much more left to go. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high,
Yeah, they're afraid of heights. Go ahead.
and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish.
And the almond, boy, what do I have? And the almond tree shall flourish. Go ahead.
and the grasshopper shall be a burden,
And
and
the grasshopper is a burden because you know how grasshoppers are.
yeah, they eat everything.
Well, now he making that noise at night with his legs.
Those are crickets.
Crickets.
Yeah.
They're called grasshoppers too.
Okay.
Right?
Uh,
You doing that? You call grasshoppers too, right?
yeah, they look the same. Look exactly
Yeah.
the same.
Cause they hop over the grass. But I've had one of them come in my room, man. They make that, they keep you up all night.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Yeah, all that. Afraid of the high, there's fears and shall be in the way. And the almond tree, I forgot what the almond tree shall flourish, man. Almond trees shall flourish. The daughters of music, and the grasshopper shall be a burden. Oh, the almond tree shall flourish. Gray hairs.
Okay.
Here again, here again. That's what happened when the almond tree flourishes.
I got a picture of the almond tree blooming right here, and that's what it looked like.
It look like gray
hair.
hair.
Yeah, that's good.
Talking about the gray hair.
You're like a gray apple.
The gray apple, yeah. Talking about the gray hair, yeah. So it's consistent. He's talking about you be old, right? And the grasshopper shall be a bird. That noise that they're making, easy. It says, and the desire shall fall, right? That's the next one there.
Yes.
Desires shall fall. That's talking about when you have the most desire, any sexual desire. Because when you're old, you know, all that going out the window and gone, right? For some people, let me be clear, some people are different, right? Desire shall fall. It said, because man goeth where? To his long home. Going to die, right? And the mourners go about the street. Right? So that's verse 5. You're getting old, gray hair. You ain't thinking about no sex no more than that because it's time to check out. Or better yet, it's time to be transferred to your next house.
Yes. Yeah.
Transfer to the next. This is your transitioning to your next house. Right?
No. The bad part ending, the good part is supposed to be coming.
That's why it says better is the end of a thing than the beginning.
Yes.
Right? In the day of death than the day of you being born. Right. You know you go to your permanent eternal house right here. All right, go ahead.
Verse 6. Or ever the sliver cord be loosed.
Or the silver cord be loose. What's the silver cord? The silver cord for certain people is talking about the spinal cord. That'd be loose, right? Talking about death, right? Go ahead.
Or the golden bowl be broken.
Or the golden bowl would be what? Your head.
The
golden head. That's the golden bowl, right?
Right.
That be broken. Go ahead.
Or the pitcher be broken at the fountain. Or the wheel be broken at the cistern.
Similar to when the pitcher is broken from the fountain. Because if you try to pick water in it, it's gonna fall right out. It won't hold nothing. Right? Wow. Or the wheel is broken from the cistern, the well. You can't go put nothing down in it, bring no water up. Right? None of that's working.
The pump is broke.
Right. Go ahead.
Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was.
So then you mean that because you're dead.
Ashes to ashes.
I mean you're broken. So I mean you're dead. Right? And the dust is now returning to the earth as it was, as it's supposed to be. Right? Go ahead.
And the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it.
And the spirit gonna go back to the Most High who gave it. He's the one that gave it. Gonna go back to him. Right? I think we missed one in verse 1. Hold on. Let me see here. Ecclesiastes in your pocket. Ecclesiastes that's in your pocket. Chapter 6, verse 18. Did we miss that? Let me think.
Yeah, we did miss that one.
You got that one?
Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 18. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom till thine old age.
Yeah, so we supposed to, so when he says, remember the creator in your youth, you're supposed to gather instructions from your youth up, so you can find wisdom in your old age, right? To defend. A lot of people know that this is very important scripture here. This is when I wish I was starting things when I was young.
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that. See, ooh,
Yeah. And to gather instruction from your youth, man, and the old age, will be better. Because you're going to eat better. You know what I'm saying? Be more healthier. So you're much more healthier in your old age. Much more disciplined.
Not getting healthy in your old age.
Not trying to get healthy. Not trying to get healthy when your health is gone. Your health is deteriorating.
Together.
Yeah. Way too late. Way too late. Let's jump on back. Let's just get verse 7 again.
In the Apocrypha or the Bible?
In the Bible. Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 12. Let's get verse 7 again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7.
Yeah.
Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
The spirit will return to God who gave it. Right? We need to jump back to the same book, Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 3. And let's get verse 20 and 21.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, starting at verse 20.
Yes.
All go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again.
That's correct, right? You're going to go to dust, right? Go ahead.
Verse 21. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth?
Right, so the spirit of the beast, that goes downward. But the spirit of man, that goes upward. Right? That breath of life goes upward, back to the Most High. That beast breath of life goes downward, right? Because we don't read nowhere where God breathed into the animal the breath of life, right? Because their breath came from somewhere else. They don't come from out of the Most High's mouth. He didn't blow into their breath. Their breath comes from somewhere else, right? A different understanding of how their cycle goes. And there was a place under the ocean so deep they was saying how, man, there ain't no animals down there. It's the pressure will kill you. Will kill these animals. Yeah. So they put subs. They go down there with little stuff. And the pressure be breaking. So they can't go down there. Then one time, later on, they made this thing that can withstand the pressure. Right. And they went down there.
All kind of life down there.
All kind of fish down there. Where they claiming that fish wouldn't live down there. All kind of fish and stuff down there. They even saw a species they never seen before.
I think those type of fishes never came to the surface. That's why they stayed down there.
Yeah, but they're saying that they can't no fish live down there. They say the pressure is too much.
They used to live.
And the fish are just going like it ain't nothing. Like there's no pressure with them.
Them fish were made for that pressure.
Probably born down there,
Yeah, they trying to understand how if the fish ain't affected by the pressure, right? Of being that deep, right? Where their metal stuff is being crushed, and dented and stuff, and they can't go that deep. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's just a fish body. There's like
a regular fish body. They can understand how the fish not affected by it. Right. They don't understand how things is created. They don't understand G forces. Right? That's why they don't understand for the making up gravity. It's a bunch of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of foolishness. All right, so who knoweth the spirit of a man that goes upward? If I Christ say, Father, into your hand I commend my spirit. It's very important. It's very important that the Messiah wanted his spirit to go into the Most High's hands. Right? And I think as we understand more of this Bible, And the day when we're dying, we need to say the same thing too before we expire. Father, into your spirit, into your hand, I commend my spirit. We wanted to go there, and we know that his hands is the safest place to have it. Right or wrong?
That just feels so safe when you just said it. I just feel safe for a minute.
Ain't no safer hands.
Wow.
No safer hands. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. We need to get another precept here. Yeah, we need Psalm. Can we get Psalm 31 and 5? Yeah. Psalm chapter 31, verse 5.
Psalms chapter 31, starting at verse 5.
Go ahead.
Into thine hand I commend my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord God of truth.
Right. So we see into God's hand the spirit is gone. And that's how he redeems you, he gives you that spirit back. Put that back in that you have committed it for him to hold for you. Right? He's holding it for a particular reason. And when God brings you back, he gives all that back to you. That's all your personality, your memories, and everything. That's why you can remember everything. That's why when Christ got back up, he remembered everything that happened before. The Most High put that spirit back and everything else, he has it. And you want to remember all this stuff that you went through, experiences you have. So you can be that better complete person, that better judge. Right? So we can have that. All right, let's go back to Ecclesiastes here. Now in verse 8. There, we don't have too much more to go to finish this chapter.
Where you at the chapter what?
Chapter 12, now we in verse 8. All right, who got that?
I got it. Ecclesiastes, wait for him.
Go ahead.
No, take you
Go ahead.
1,000 years just to get there. 1,000 years. No, I just go ahead. Go. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, chapter 12, verse 8. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher. All is vanities.
Right. So this is how he understanding it, in his time. Go ahead.
And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge.
Since he was wise, he still gave them some knowledge. Go ahead.
Yea, he gave good heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs.
Right. So we know the proverb that he had, that he gave these proverbs there. We have in the book of Kings. There was a 1,000 or something proverbs and stuff and Psalms that he gave. We have the book of Proverbs with certain proverbs of Solomon in there as well. So we set in order many proverbs. All right, go ahead.
Was the verse 10? Verse 10, the preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth.
Right. So the certain thing that was written, the upright things, words of truth, because the preacher sought to find acceptable words. Right. Go ahead.
The words of the wise are as gourds.
Right. So the words of the wise, right? Cut, stabs, gourds, piercing. Go ahead.
And as nails fastened by the master of the simile, which are given from one shepherd.
Was given from one shepherd. That's how powerful the words of the wise are. They and as nails fastened by the masters of assembly, by the people who are putting these things together, and which are given from one leader, one shepherd. right? Go ahead
and filtered
and further,
and further by these my son to be admonishment
be admonished.
of making many books, there is no end, and much study is weariness of the flesh.
Right?
Mhm.
So
That's
by
what,
all of these be admonished. Yes, sir.
that's Lot's favorite scripture right there, for some reason.
I don't know why. Because the making of many books, there is no end.
Mhm.
Right? We can see there's many books right now.
Come.
There've been many books that have been made. Back then, it would have been a book, it would have been a scroll,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
There've been many things written down on different things. There is cuneiform, right? Wedge writing.
Mhm.
When you write certain things, wedge it on a clay.
Mhm.
Depending on how much stroke you put in there, there's a word, and in different ways you put the wedge in there, right? That's
And
wedge writing is cuneiform writing. Yes,
oh,
sir.
I was just gonna ask you, what is cuneiform writing? Because
Cun-
I heard that earlier today, and I was like, I'm gonna ask on my own with that because I hear you say it all the time.
Cuneiform writing is wedge writing.
Okay.
Certain imprints into the clay,
Oh.
right? You use a wedge and you use the edge of it, and you just imprint things into the clay.
Oh, it's kind of like scribe. That's kind of like scribing.
Well, that just to describe it, just like an imprint,
Okay.
right?
Mm,
So
okay.
you imprinting certain things into the clay
Okay.
in a certain directions. Certain words mean certain things in this direction, or how many words you have and how you put it, right?
Wow.
Cuneiform writing. So some people know how to write that. Some people understand it, I mean, and some people don't. You can learn cuneiform writing too, study it. So you have that, people wrote things on walls,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Of the Mennonetta, writing things on a wall where you have an entire symbol that means an entire word,
mm,
right? So Mennonetta is an alphabet form, right? Per se, an alphabet form, and then things are written where the character, depending on which direction that they're pointing in,
mm,
that's how you read it.
mm.
Some people don't know that. You just
Okay.
think it. So you have to look for a character, a snake, a human being, or something, and what direction he's facing.
Okay.
That's
Like,
how you would have to read it that
Okay.
direction.
okay.
You got to find, well, how do I read it? Do I read it from left to right, right to left?
So wait, can one line be from left to right and then the next line?
Sometimes it's up and down too.
Wow. Yeah, because I seen that eagle on this side on one picture, and then it's on this side on the
But
next
how
picture.
is the eagle facing?
Yeah, he's facing
Could be facing
right.
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 That's
Yeah.
how you would have to
Read
read
it. Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Huh. Wow.
Or left, or sometimes it's up and down.
Huh. Wow.
It'll go from top to bottom.
Yeah, it'd be like columns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the different ways, and all these things you have to learn how to read it, because if you're reading it wrong, you're gonna get it
Calm.
right. That's why Hebrew is from right to
Right to
left.
left.
That's how you're supposed to read it.
Calm.
English is this left to right nonsense, backwards nonsense.
Right.
That's why we know English is a bad language.
Yeah.
Just by the direction that is written in.
Calm.
Well, who would do something to read that? I can't, bro. Who do that, man? Who's doing that?
Who's doing what?
We all know who's doing
Definitely we know who's doing
it.
Mm,
It's sad.
mm.
It is sad. It's just, but they don't want to hurt the brother's feelings. If he gonna get hurt.
But yeah, man, the making of many books, there is no end. They're still making books to this day. They're still writing stuff down this day. Not only write stuff down in book, they're still writing stuff on walls,
Mm.
right?
Calm.
They're still doing all the different writings. Some are being written online. Some are being written on people,
Calm.
tattooed up and stuff,
Calm.
right?
And God writes it on your heart.
Yeah. Jay-Z says the only Psalms he read was on the arms of his brother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because of to be Psalms, stuff that should be running on their own.
Calm. Calm.
To the making of many books, there is no end. It says, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. Right? Much study, definitely a weariness of the flesh. You don't get you don't get sleepy. You don't get tired.
Mm.
A lot of that reading. I think that's that spirit of Satan, man, broadcasting that stuff in. While all of a sudden you get tired because you're studying, right? And study, you have to apply the mind, like it real stay focused on what you're dealing with. It's like intense mental application on what you're dealing with.
Come.
All right, who was reading?
Read.
All right, go ahead.
It's another favorite verse, verse 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter.
So we,
Let
after
us
all,
hear the conclusion
hold
of
on.
the whole matter.
Yeah, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Because at some point we gotta come to the conclusion of the whole matter. We need to hear the conclusion of the whole matter, don't we?
Come.
Go ahead.
Fear God.
That's the first part of the conclusion of the whole matter. The first part of the conclusion of the whole matter is to fear God. Go ahead.
Keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments. Keep his orders. Right? Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man. This is not just the whole duty of Israel. This is the whole duty of man. Every man is supposed to fear God and keep his commandments. Right? That's the whole duty. Man has a duty. Not just Israel. Every man has a duty, and that's what a man do with his son. You teach him young early about God. It's all Satan and these rebellious angels that's coming here that have men not doing our duty.
Come. Wow.
They have deterred us from our duty, which is to fear God and keep his commandments. They telling us, nah, you ain't got to fear God nor keep his commandments. Right? You can worship us and fear us and keep our commandments. They have turned us from our duty. What we was supposed to be doing so we can have a healthy and prosperous life. They have made our life miserable because they want us to worship them and not the Creator.
Come.
So they have hijacked our life and turned and messed our life up. What they have done. Come down here messing with us. So that's the whole. Can we get a precept right quick?
Come.
Can we get Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 13? Deuteronomy chapter 12, I have on, Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12 and 13. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12 and 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, starting at verse 12.
Yes.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now we're going to zero in on Israel, right? So Israel, what did God require of you? Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy, Lord God, with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Right? So we see the same thing here for Israel, right? We see the fear Yahweh our power, and to walk in his way. That's keeping the commandment, right? And then it tells us you need to love him too as well, and to serve the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. This is where men don't fully understand this phrase right here. See, can you love someone you don't know?
Nope.
So to truly love someone, you need to get to know them. Right or wrong. So when we're talking about loving God, you can't love God if you don't know God. So to know God, you got to first learn about God. Right? You got to learn what God like, what he don't like. Right? Because if you do something that he don't like, You gonna look at that, that ain't no love. You
Right.
do things that I don't like.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Come.
So we talk about love the Lord thy God. You got to learn what God like and don't like. You learn that too is what?
Statute, laws, and
Laws
commandments.
and commandments.
Uh,
So if you ain't keeping that, then he's like, well, you know, you don't love me.
Mm.
You doing things that I don't like.
So the people that's eating pork, they really don't love God.
No. Because they don't know God.
They don't know.
People that are loosely with that word about how they love, you don't know what you're talking about. If you can't love someone you don't know.
Mm.
Because you don't know how to love them. Some people think love is something just physical.
Right.
No, love is also in being obedient.
Right. Right.
Obedient.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
When the wife is obedient to her husband, she's showing her husband love.
Come.
Right?
Yes.
That's how it's supposed to go.
And some women do see that, they get mad. Or why you showing your husband off, doing your stuff to your husband like that?
Showing love. And it's vice versa.
Mm.
The husband listen to his wife too.
Mm.
That's how he's showing her love. Right? Again, it's both sides when both parties are making sense. You ain't gonna be being he telling you to go murder someone. You ain't gonna go do that.
Right. Right.
We not being robotic. We're using some wisdom here, right?
Come.
But you gotta show love is obedience, but you gotta know someone. Right? So
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
when people want to get into a relationship, that's why you need to know that person. Right?
Come.
You get people loosely with the word love in a relationship. Oh, I love you. You don't even know me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know me. You love me, you don't know me.
Loves them.
You don't love me. That ain't love. That's maybe lust or something else going on. It ain't love because you don't know me.
Mm.
No, that's no, like, remember that movie Love and Basketball?
Yes, sir.
You remember how the mom was ironing dad's shirts and anything she was doing for the dad and ironing the shirts, and the daughter was a Sanaa Lake, and she was just looking like, why like she didn't like the way the way the dad was treating the mother, but the mom kept ironing his shirts, cooking and cleaning and going on, keeping the house in check,
Mm-hmm.
And then she stepped to the mother, why you just let dad treat you like that? For all my life, I saw you need dad just did mom slapped her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like, no, you know, let her know, but hey, I love your dad. I did,
That's showing him love.
yeah.
That's showing him respect.
Mm-hmm.
He's the man of the house.
Yeah, you've been taught wrong. They lied to you. Right? And that's part of the reason why a dude left her.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
When dude was going through it, she wasn't there for him.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he left her. You looking like because you don't know him. You so misguided, you put your basketball
Mm-hmm.
before your man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she did. She put a basketball before a man, and he told her, you wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
He said, why you wasn't there when I needed you?
Mm-hmm.
I was there for you when you needed me. When I needed you, you wasn't there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He gonna tell me that you don't love me because you wasn't there.
And then she wanted to play basketball. I paid for your heart.
Can't play for his heart. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Then she lost.
Mm-hmm.
You think she said double or nothing or something.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, that was a good movie though. Good written, well written,
Yeah.
Wow, look at it.
Now I like the part when she wasn't there for him when he needed her.
Mm-hmm.
He's going through it with his father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then his mom, because they were going through a divorce.
Yeah. She wasn't there. She wanted to play basketball. I'm like, what? So
Dad was out there, his pops was out there cheating and going on. And
mm-hmm.
the mom went and found somebody that was, and the mom told him, I'm happy now. I don't need your basketball money
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And about that. Yeah, but people are loose with this word love and they don't know what it is. So again, that's what we're on. We're trying to know more about the Most High, learn the Most High. And that's what Christ told us. Christ said to know the Most High is eternal life.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling you this is eternal life, to know him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So to love the Most High God, we have to know him. We can do what he say, and then that's what gives us the eternal life, right? And that's how we can serve him with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind. That's the only way it can be done.
Do our duty.
Right. And this is why, can we get a precept right quick?
Come.
You open up another one. We need to get a precept in St. John chapter 4, verse 24.
You off Monday?
Mm-hmm. I didn't find that out until yesterday.
Man, one of the supervisors called me and wanted to ask me that I want to work overtime this weekend. I'm like, nah. Monday to Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I don't know. I was there last week, Sunday.
What chapter you in?
Chapter 4, verse 24. Start at verse 23.
St. John's chapter 4, starting at verse 23.
No, 22.
Come. St. John's chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Very important, right?
Huh.
You know, a lot of people, even in the Israelite community, they talk about the Most High. They don't know the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
So ye worship, you know now what? You don't know what you even doing.
Mm-hmm.
You can give a lot of lip service. You really don't know what you're doing because you don't know the Most High, right? You telling her you don't know what you worship. Say you worship, you know now what? You mean you don't understand. You don't understand what you worshiping, what you worshiping. Right? Go ahead.
We know what we worship.
We know what we worship, right? We know what we worship. They don't understand what they worshiping, right? Go ahead.
For salvation is of the Jews.
So salvation is of the Jews. Again, I come in, I tell people all the time with this salvation issue with these other Gentiles. If Gentiles want to get salvation, why would Christ stop at the Jews?
Right.
Why would they not say salvation is for the Jews and Gentiles?
Right. Since there is no Jew nor Gentile.
You should go ahead and say add the eliminations here too. But they would say, well, the of is meaning is not of, it's from. You're still cutting yourself. And salvation is from the Jews, right? Which they would say, well, that's Christ. Christ is from the Jews, the Israelites.
Right.
He's and his name is salvation.
Right.
But then when he comes, he said, I'm sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You can cut yourself again. You can come back full circle again.
Man, this ain't looking good at all.
He shall die for the sins of his people. Again. You know what I'm saying? So what salvation is of the Jews, go ahead.
Verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is.
See, Christ said the hour come, but it's now, and now is, go ahead.
When the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
See, that's what we're talking about. You can't worship God in spirit and truth if you don't know the Father. A lot of people are not worshiping God in spirit and in truth, right? It's a whole bunch of talking on these apps and on these platforms, and they think that they're doing worshiping God, but they're not, because they don't even know God. But Christ is saying the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit. Truth is reality. Let's understand what truth is. We talk about truth, we're talking about reality, right? You know what truth is?
Yeah.
We ain't talking about fantasy. We ain't in Twilight Zone.
Unadulterated
right?
truth.
Truth is reality, right? In spirit, you can only worship God in spirit if you have his spirit. Right or wrong?
Come.
Because his spirit is what guides you into what he like and don't like and stuff like that. You have to have his spirit. That's why the scriptures say, if you don't have his spirit, then you're none of his. So in spirit, you have to have his spirit, and then you're dealing with reality. Go ahead.
For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
That's who we're looking for. He's looking for those that have his spirit that's dealing with reality.
Mhm.
Not just fantasy about it, they're gonna go to space.
Mhm.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
That's not reality.
You and me.
Mhm.
Fantasy.
You're dealing with some like they need to go call Mr. Rourke and Tattoo. That's Fantasy Island. That's not nothing real. Yeah.
I give you all my cocaine.
God is seeking, that's who God is looking for to worship him,
Mhm.
right? This in this broad spectrum. People just want to, oh man, you just gotta just believe in Jesus and that's it. Don't even do what Jesus said.
The best one, the blood of Jesus.
Yeah, which don't cover you. The blood of the covered Israelite, what the text says.
Come.
A book chapter verse is something different.
What did it say? The blood is the covenant of Israel, right?
It's the cover Israel.
It's covered Israel, it said. That's it. He shall die for the sins of his people. That's what it is.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he came for his people.
Go ahead.
Verse 25. Is that
24.
right? 24. God is a
You
spirit.
got to understand that.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
You must worship him having his spirit and in reality.
Mhm.
Right? That's what we're dealing with here. That's who we seeking. And the majority of people don't have God's spirit.
Mhm.
And the majority of people don't deal with reality.
Come.
You don't deal with truth. There's so much lie that has been told,
Come.
right?
Come.
And lies that are still being told.
Mhm.
That's all part of understanding this commandment about loving the Lord thy God with all our heart, with all our soul. When you get to that point, that's when you start to be able to worship him in spirit, with his spirit, and in truth and in reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why that scripture I said, God said, if I said to you, be circumspect.
Come.
We dealing with reality.
Come. Come. Yeah.
Right? We're not being robots.
Come. Come.
If God wanted robots, he would have made robots.
Come.
Right or wrong?
That's right.
He can make robots, don't get it twisted.
Come. Come.
They're struggling right now trying to make robots.
Right.
They ain't even getting that correct. All right, but Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 13 now. Back to what we were. Deuteronomy chapter 10, let's get verse 13 here. Come on.
Mhm.
Who got that?
I got it.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 13. To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
For your good. This is to help you. Right? Help yourself.
Help you help yourself.
Yeah, help you.
I gave you the tools. Wow.
I'm giving you the commandments to help you.
Come.
Get stuff twisted. People think rules are there, and the rules don't also pertain to helping you.
Mhm.
There are rules on the road.
Mhm.
They're to help you.
Mhm.
Without those rules, you're gonna have accident. You can be killed.
Come.
Y'all have the rules on the road are there for a reason.
Come. Stay in your lane.
Yeah,
Come.
these things are there for a reason. All right, let's finish it here in Ecclesiastes chapter 12. We left up at verse 13. Get verse 13 again.
Come.
Yeah, rules are there for a reason. God's commandments are there for a reason. It's not just new stuff. What's the new satanic stuff? Do as thou wilt.
Come.
Why is Jay-Z wearing that t-shirt?
They messing with the devil. But they be messing with it.
And Drake piggybacking off that. What is the YOLO thing? You only live once.
Yeah.
So you do it with thy will, because you only live once.
Well, the last thing he brought out, he just dissed Jay-Z.
They did this Jay-Z.
This Jay-Z, the last thing he brought out was Jay-Z. Jay-Z got him back.
Okay.
Don't you hear Jay-Z this? I had it up. Jay-Z
He
this.
listed Jay-Z and somebody else, I can't remember.
Yeah,
LeBron James.
I don't know what's wrong with him. I got that in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Right. The whole duty of man, not just Israelites. That's man, every man. Now, only man, women too, don't forget that. Right? The Hebrew word there, Adam, includes women too as well. Right? Go ahead.
14. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Or whether it be evil. God's going to bring everything into judgment. Everything is going to get judged. Whatever you do, you're not escaping anything. He's bringing everything into judgment, right? We got a couple of precepts here before we finish this thing out here, right? Can we get stay in the same book, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 18. Let me go back. Who got that?
I got it.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 18. It is good that thou shouldest take hold of this, yea, also from this withdraw not thine hand.
Don't withdraw your hand. Don't stop. Go ahead.
For he that feareth God shall come forth of them all.
Clearly, right? Don't remove your hand from the fear of God. This is what happens to people. It starts right there. Once you lose your fear of the Most High, then you lose your fear of Christ. Right? Having fear of someone is also synonymous in saying you have respect for that person.
Come.
Once you lose your respect or that fear for that person, then that's where it starts to go left. You have to have it maintain that. Right? Let's get another one here in Micah. Micah chapter 6, verse 8.
Chapter 6, verse 8.
Yes, sir. Micah chapter 6, verse 8.
Micah chapter 6 and verse 8. He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to justify,
To do justly.
And to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thou God.
Right? So we have to do what's just. That's law, statutes, and commandments. Right? We have to love mercy. Right? And we are to walk humbly with our God, not puffed up with pride. Now, these brothers, let's see, when you talking about how you third in command, is that humble? Is that humble?
Wow.
That ain't humble at all.
Wow.
With your God, you third in command.
Now you know who got the little captain of 13,000 now?
Who?
Katazar.
You been raised up?
Yeah.
You have to raise up the Zariah too then.
Because he's a captain of what, 13, right?
He was 13, yeah.
Yeah, so he got to be general then.
Huh?
Is it after that it's supposed to be general?
No, he's still a captain.
No.
13,000.
So what?
That's what the Zariah was. He was a captain of, he's not a general yet.
Yeah.
General is where my high man and stuff is at.
Yeah, so when he becomes a general, I mean, because if he,
They have to raise you up to a general.
so he's, so after captain of what?
It's 50,000, I think, after that.
Yeah, you go up to another 20, some more thousand.
That's where Tazariak is now. Tazariak is 50,000. I believe.
Man,
Now, last month he's at 13.
he's
He
still
was 13?
13, yeah.
No, the captains above him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
People came in before him that
Yeah.
outranks him.
Yeah.
But they're not generals though.
He can't move up that quick. Okay, calm. Yeah, because he got to take tests and stuff too to keep moving up, right?
Yeah, but they got to raise you up to that,
Calm,
to that general,
calm,
right?
calm.
Which is ridiculous, right? Again, he has a lot of people in front of him. People don't understand it. He's like the face putting in a lot of work,
Right,
but there's a lot of men in that organization that been in before him that outranks him.
right, right,
All the generals outrank him,
right. Definitely.
but they ain't too much generals in there. There's only like what 7?
Hazion, Mahanan,
I don't know their name, but I know there's like
Jahan,
7. You know, there's like seven,
and it's another-
7 of them.
it's about 4 or 5 of them. Maybe 7 generals.
There's some older. Who is that? There's some older ones up in there. I've been there a long. I've been there with Johanna from way back.
Yeah,
From old they had.
ones that came from one west with
Yeah, some of them I think came from there with it.
and told them,
Yeah, so Katazar got moved up.
yeah, Captain's Love got moved up. Captain's Love, that's what I call him, Captain's Love.
Yeah. But they're gonna have to move up to Daria.
So he be captain of 14,000.
Whatever it is, they have to move him up. Cause he don't wanna have the same rank as Katazar, he's gonna have problems.
Calm.
He can't tell Katazar to be quiet.
Huh?
He can't tell Katazar he ain't the way to talk. Can't tell him none of that no more.
They eat.
They equal. So Katazar can talk when he wanna talk when he's in the room,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Katazar can chime in when he wants to chime in. You have to wait for him to give the okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have to raise the Zariat up.
I could have sworn Tazariak was already over 50,000 though.
No, he was at 13.
30.
Katazar was at 10.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's probably what it was. Okay.
He's not too far behind. Again, he's not too far behind Tazaria. And again, a lot of these debates, he run that stuff by Katazar. Katazar the one putting that stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Putting all that stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
So he can be on the platform running his mouth. Because he don't have no time to put all that stuff together. All of a sudden he's in the debate with a PowerPoint set up and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
When you have time to do all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
someone else is putting it together for him. And all he had to do was just basically read to it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
He had the gist of it already.
He already know the material.
He knows the material, but he ain't putting it together like that.
Right.
Even while he's debating, someone is in his ear,
Right.
helping him, telling him certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what was going on with debating with the Hebrew. He had people in his ear
Mm-hmm.
telling them certain things. A lot of these guys, when you debate them, that's what they do. They have people in the ear helping them,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they might miss something. This other person is pointing it out to you. He said X, Y, Z. Use that, so on and so forth. They cheat.
Yeah.
They get stand in their own truth and debate you mano a mano,
Mm-hmm.
right? They need help.
Mm-hmm.
I we read. You finished it, Jemima?
That was
Yeah, you did. You finished
I
it.
did.
Wow. Yeah. So we put up on it. They're not humble. They're not humble. They don't walk in humble with their God. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They all puffed up with pride.
All that rank is a bunch of nonsense.
It is.
It's a bunch of rank is nonsense.
It is. And I remember when Ari Allah used to say something, yeah, but brother get moved up, get a higher rank, don't get upset. You brothers that need to come in and take the test. And I'm just like, man, whatever. Come on, man.
Rank, hey, listen, man. Their rank don't mean nothing. That rank don't mean nothing.
Because it sure didn't mean nothing when one of them went up against him. Ari Allah, I think Monaghan kept calling him, man, you got demons on you.
None of that means none of that. Listen, man. If God ain't raised you up, you ain't raised up.
Ain't that the truth?
You ain't raised up. You know what I'm saying?
And don't let that get all in your head, man. I'm the captain of that.
listen, all that rank is fake anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not reality. Qatazar don't have those men underneath them. 13,000 underneath them. Where? Where?
Every time I see him, he only had like 20 of them on his.
Yeah, 1,000. How you counting of 13,000? It's not reality, bro. We dealing with reality here. You should have 13,000 men underneath you. If that's what your rank says you have. Not real. That's not real. I have to learn, like, the spirit is like, because I want to rank, like, no. Leave that foolishness alone.
Wow.
And they pump the women heads in there too. Like, they don't want to mess with you if you ain't got no rank. Oh, man, what it is.
Yeah, that was sad.
So we need to walk humble with our God, as we read there in Micah chapter 6, verse 8, and to walk humbly with thy God. We see this in the Messiah. Is what he was doing. Walking humbly with the Most High. That's how we need to be. And they puffed up for no reason. The people who believe puffed up ain't puffed up. Right? And the ones who ain't was puffed, they the one puffing up.
Wow.
It's all backwards. Let's get one more precept here in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7. Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 7. This for these guys again who don't want to walk humbly. They want to be teachers and they're not ready to teach.
They can't even teach you how to boil some weeds.
Who got that?
Second,
Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 3, reading at verse 7. Every learning.
Ever learning. This is what they own. They learning, but it's not sticking. Right? They're ever learning because what they're learning, they don't understand what they're learning. So it's not settling. Go ahead.
And never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
See, they're never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. A lot of them are right they are. They're learning. They have not come to the truth. Right? They have still not gotten there yet. They're still learning. There's a lot of people who want to be teachers, and they just ever learning and not ever able to come to the truth. And when someone brings them the truth, they have a problem with it. That's when you know that these people are not dealing with the Most High in Christ, and they just in learning mode. You have a problem with the truth, you in learning mode. Right? Simplicity. The brother, they teaching that the day begins in the morning. See, when you understand something, you see the whole immediately. They're teaching that the day begins when the sun comes up. Right? And then they say, well, the only day that begins in the evening is the Day of Atonement. That's what the scripture said. It said that Sabbath from even to even. Atonement.
Okay.
Right? It's common sense. I said, so what you were saying is that every day throughout the entire year is morning to morning. But when it comes to the Day of Atonement, that day don't start in the morning. That day starts in the evening. And it ends in the evening. Now, for that to make sense, here's how I try to explain to him what he's saying don't make sense. I said, so you're saying, so we get to the 9th day, right, of the 7th month. That 9th day that you said, that started in the morning, right? So that 9th day ends again when? In the morning again. It's morning to morning. Right?
Problem.
But the 10th day doesn't start until the evening.
You got a problem.
So you have to wait from the morning till it goes all the way to the evening for the 10th day to start. right? So that's 6 a.m. when that ninth day ended,
Right.
right? You have to wait till the evening of that. You said there's a gap in between where it doesn't mean nothing till you get to the evening of that day to start your 10th day.
Right.
I said, so you have a 12-hour gap
Right.
to get to the evening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before your 10th day start. Then your 10th day goes from that evening all the way to evening again, right?
Right.
But then you must start your 11th day in the morning.
Right. So you
right?
got another gap.
Wait another 12 hours again to get to the morning to start your 11th day. I said, that don't make no sense. I said, that's why what you're saying is wrong, brother. Every day have to start from even to even. And you have a complete cycle that fits perfectly. I said, what you're saying wouldn't make no sense. Why would God start every day from morning to morning and single out the 10th day to say even to even here? How does that make any sense? Why single out that day for even to even and every day else is morning to morning?
Right. Right. What was it? What was his answer? What was his answer?
It doesn't have it. This is what he said, bro. He said, I'm looking at what you're saying, but I'm not reading it. This is what his reply was. I'm looking at what you're saying, but I'm not reading it. See, this is the people that are not humble. We just read to walk humble. If I'm saying that you're wrong and you think I'm wrong, you should read what I'm saying and comprehend what I'm saying. And if I'm wrong, you can correct me. Right? I said, if I'm wrong, you can correct me. If I got it wrong, correct me. Right? But I'm showing you what you're saying don't make no sense at all. It ain't logical. It couldn't be the truth. But you don't want to hear the truth. So you can act like, how do you look at something that don't read it? You read it. You know it makes sense, and you have nothing to refute it. Right? So you're mad and upset. So to not tell me that you understand what I'm saying, that I've just showed you where you're wrong at, you're gonna say something crazy like, I looked at it, but I didn't read it. Yeah. This is ever learning again.
And never come to
Never able to come to the knowledge of the truth, the information of the truth. I'm explaining simply how what you're saying don't make sense, bro. That doesn't make no sense at all whatsoever.
Wow.
And this is how you gotta explain to people sometimes something very simple in a very simple way for them to see that what they're saying don't make sense, but the truth makes sense. That's why I say the truth is reality.
That's right. That's right.
Have you ever seen a day that starts in the morning, ends in the morning, another day that starts in the evening and ends in the evening? Is any day like ever?
No.
Tony, you want to say something?
When it is saying right here, never able to come to the truth, that would still be different from the what is it, the adversary, like the devil's son.
What you mean?
That's still because it like the devils never want to tell the truth or hear the truth either, or like the he being like tricky, and then the people that don't want to come to the truth or hear it, they like the same as like similar to an adversary, are still different because they tricking them.
Well, the demons, they know the truth. They know the truth. What they're doing is to stop you from getting it. So if that means lying to you, they're gonna do that. They don't want you to get to the truth. Right? And they have no problem with their consequences. They already know their consequences. Right? Remember when Christ came to the demon says, are you here to destroy us before the time? Right? Are you here to torment us before the time? They know already their judgment already. And they're in no kind of way trying to deter it. They ain't trying to let me do something good to deter my judgment. They're locked into their judgment and like, we know we're gonna get it, that's what it is. So we're gonna continue to possess people and torment them and do that thing. We down that path. They locked in. They ain't trying to change. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about that. I'm like, why wouldn't you want to change as a demon? Why would you want to go there? Right? Because you smart, I would assume. Why would you want to Don't you wanna?
Right. You know what the angels know, right?
So I'm saying to myself, like, why wouldn't they want to change and do something different, right? And like we do human beings, like we want to lean on God's mercy and so on and so forth,
Right.
right?
Right.
But then it's like, well, there is something that I don't understand about them because I know they know better, but they still doing down this path that's gonna lead them to death or destruction, right? And so you're like, well, it is what it is. That's the decision of what they want to do, right? But you would think a demon is way smarter than human beings,
Right.
and they should want to change, but they don't want to change. They're locked in, right? So we have certain people the same way too. Certain people don't care. But the ever learning, and this is what we have, man. This is what you see on YouTube and different platforms. They're just saying stuff. They're learning, but they're not comprehending. They're never able to come to the true knowledge of the truth. Not getting it. All right, and then that's the last precept here. We finished sharing Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Did you read verse 14? Let's read verse 14 again, we can finish it off. Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 12. Let's read verse 14 and finish it off.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Right. All of it is gonna come into judgment. Right? Now let me go ahead and show you I think we got what it means, the sharpening thing. All right. Got the second Timothy and this is a little thing about not the one. This is the one, right? I was asking the thing that do you know that the Roman army they carry figurines of the emperor with them. Right? The army and the auxiliary, right? Now Cornelius is in the auxiliary. Cornelius in the Bible. You have to carry a some kind of picture or some kind of statue of the emperor, right? The reason why, because many of the army or the auxiliary would never meet the emperor.
Oh, wow.
So you would have a little picture of something, how he looks, so you would know, but because you would never, most likely you would never meet, especially in the auxiliary.
Right.
The auxiliary are recruited from the local people.
Okay.
Right? They're not from Rome, they're Italian. Right. So Cornelius is from an auxiliary. No one is going to argue that he's an auxiliary. So he was being recruited locally.
Okay.
Right, and he's in Judea, so he's recruited locally. Okay. So when it talks about the Italian band, people don't understand what they're talking about. They don't know what an auxiliary is. Right. So even though it's called the Italian band, right, the name of the band comes from Rome. Right. But the band is being recruited locally. Okay. Nothing but locals in there. Right? Okay. So you can have a name of a certain band, right? It'd be called the all-white band. But the all-white band, once it comes into your area, is recruited locally. So it fill up of local people, even though it's called the all-white band. Okay. Fill up nothing but black people in it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And this is what's happening. So when people hear the Italian band, they're thinking they're Italians. This is wrong. Okay. So I said, if Cornelius is part of this regiment, would he have carried one of those statues of the emperor? Right. And it says right here, yes. Yeah. It says both Roman legions and auxiliary cohort carry figures of the emperor in the first century where Cornelius was. Now, if Cornelius is doing that, Cornelius is what? Idol worshiping. He's an idol worshiper. Why would God send an angel to him? He's an idol worshiper. Doesn't make any sense. See, they don't have this information here. That's why we know, again, Cornelius is an Israelite. Cornelius would be exempt from this because he's an Israelite. Israel is the only nation that was exempt
Right.
from worshiping the emperor and the Roman gods
Mm.
and the Roman rules. The only nation. If you was not an Israelite, you would have to carry one of these things. So if he is actually a Roman, like they're saying, and not an Israelite, he would have been carrying one of these figurines
Right. Right.
of the emperor, reverencing the emperor, or actually worshiping the emperor.
Right. Right.
He would have been an idolater.
Wow. See, man, that boy, see now. Now that's doing your homework right there. That's good. Yes.
They don't know these little fine details that's going on with the army. You know what I'm saying? There's no way Cornelius would have been doing that. There's no way. God
That's-
wouldn't have been messing with him.
He would have been put to death.
Yeah. Why would God send an angel to him and all that? It wouldn't make no sense. I just want to show the people that so they can see. That's why they don't want to debate me, because these fine details will crush their little argument all the way. Kill them. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna get the last one here with Zion Lex. Right? Let's get with the Zion Lex thing here. Right? Because he on here talking greasy. Right? And this is what he said. We'll go ahead and play it here.
Let's see how that works. Boom. Just like that, fast.
Notice that he has the God naming Paleo Hebrew right here, right above his name. Even though he ain't pushing and teaching Paleo Hebrew, he has God named him in Paleo Hebrew, right?
All right. Let me ask the chat a question. In 2026, what is the Israelite community saying in mass? What is the collective community saying about the identity of the Mashiach? Who is the Mashiach as it pertains to the Israelite community? Who are we saying the Mashiach is? I just want to do a quick roll call so we can figure something out. I want to check the temperature in the room, as it were, and see what the Israelite community has to say about the identity of the Mashiach. Who is Hamashiach? Somebody put the name in the chat. Somebody put the role, the defining characteristics. I want to see all that. Who?
So he wants to know the name. That's really what he wants to know.
Right.
He don't want to know the other stuff. He really want to know what y'all saying the name is in 2026, right?
Is the Mashiach.
Now notice up here he has the rabbis, or the rabbi, right? Knew all along, finding the name of the Mashiach or Mashiach in the Hebrew scripture, that they knew all along who he was, and they were just hiding
Hiding it,
according to
yeah.
him, right? That's what he has.
Right? I want to know who is the Mashiach. This is a great conversation to have. So many different points of view as it pertains to the topic. And I really want to know, a lot of people really want to know, who is the Mashiach? You know, I see Uziyahu Zadik says Yehoshua. Yehoshua. I see FOG Gabriel says Shiloh. All right, all right. I see my man Dawid Kodak in Vegas. He says Yeshua, as in Yeshua HaNotzri.
All those are wrong. I'm gonna show you why it's wrong. I responded to this and he can't respond to me. Those are wrong. They're correct if you're talking about Hebrew. But we're right to what we were speaking, wrong.
What else do I see? Yehoshua, Yeshua, right? Anybody out there saying it's Israel? Anybody out there saying it's
You can say that because the Messiah name is Israel.
Oh.
You can't say that.
Israel? That was a conversation a while ago. A debate happened recently that settled that. That's no longer a conversation.
The person he debated didn't know. The person he debated didn't understand that part of the text. Because if he did, if he was smart enough, that's what he would have used. And once he would have used it, Zion Lex would have lost.
Right.
I gotta show that the Messiah's name is Israel, right?
Mhm.
Even though he's arguing that it isn't Christ,
Mhm.
but he can say, listen, they've been arguing for years that it's Israel, but they mean the nation,
Right.
right? But if he argues that, it's Israel, it's an individual, but his name is Israel,
Mhm.
not the name you talking about.
Right.
He cannot refute it, what he's saying is wrong.
Right. Right. Wow.
He laughing, he giggling, right?
So, who is the Mashiach? I see Yeshua. You know what's surprising? And you gotta love putting in work. I didn't see not one person type Yahweh Shai.
Mm.
Shout out to Zion Lex TV. Let's go.
Mm.
Yeah, no one said
We
Yahweh
talking
Shai.
scholarship here.
He said we're dealing with scholarship. That's where I said it's time to respond.
Mhm.
It's time because he think he's dealing with scholarship.
Mhm.
He think he's dealing with scholarship, right? So in other words, if you saying Yahweh Shai, you ain't dealing with scholarship,
Come.
right? It's what you're not dealing with. So I respond to him. I want to so y'all can see what I respond to him. This is what I left him right here.
Damn.
I'm gonna blow it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow it up. Where did he go?
It's right there. He's going.
We go back down so we can get to it.
You blew it up too much.
I went back. I went up. All he went up one. I'm going back down.
Yeah, but I think you blew it up way too big there, you know.
I only went up one.
Yeah, we can see.
All right. I'll read what I said right here, right?
Mhm.
I said, Shalom, speaking on the name of the Messiah. That's not scholarship. That's your opinion.
Mm.
I said the Misa Stele / Moabite stone backs the pronunciation of Yahweh Shai. According to the translation of many scholars, I said the word at the end of line 3 and beginning of line 4 is translated as salvation. According to Isaiah 62:11, that's the Messiah's name.
Salvation.
Isaiah 62:11 says, behold, the Lord hath proclaimed unto the ends of the world. Say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold thy salvation,
Mhm.
right? That's from the root Yasha, meaning to deliver or rescue, cometh.
Wow.
Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. I said, now, the end of line 3 on the Misa Stele has a Ya, a Y at the end. It says, they say, Shebrew says, they pronounce it Ye.
Mm.
I say it's Ya, you say it's Ye. I say it sounds gay to me. Do Ya, Ye, do Ye sound a little gay? Effeminate?
He does
Versus
sound.
Ya,
Ya sounds masculine.
Ya sound masculine and
Yeah.
He sound a little feminine.
Yeah.
That's why I say it sounds gay to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I said, then 2 letters are broken off. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I believe is the Ha and the Wa, which you get Hawa.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. I says, and the beginning of line 4, which ends the word from line 3, has a Wa, which we say is pronounced Sha,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Come.
And O, which we say is a I,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We believe that these 2 letters together are pronounced as Shai,
Okay. Come.
right? The
'Cause it's
Y and
connected.
the O, Shai is a connector.
Come.
Makes it Shai, right? I says, and that's how we get
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai.
Sha. Come.
I'm telling you how we get Yahweh Shai.
Come.
I said, so we know that the Messiah's name ends with a Y
Mm-hmm.
and a
Sha.
I.
Come.
It ends in a Y and a I, right? I said, now many people will pronounce these two letters differently, but we know how it ends with a Y and a I, right? I says in biblical Hebrew, which what he's dealing with, right? The W is pronounced either as a shin with the nakud or the vowel point at the top right. Then I know you know language. The top right is a shin. I know, right? I says, and it's a sin, S-I-N, with the nakud or vowel point at the top left. So I know what you're talking about, right? I said, which I believe is made up because there was no nakud in the first century. I said, what ancient inscriptions validate their pronunciation of it being like that? I says, and the O, their ayin, they pronounce their O ayin. We say I, they say ayin. I said, is a silent letter in biblical Hebrew, meaning that last O, I didn't even pronounce. Wow. They don't even pronounce it. It's a silent letter. Wow. Which don't make no sense. Wow. Right? I said, now, they say salvation, now over here in their Hebrew, is Yeshua. They said salvation is Yeshua. That means when they say Yeshua, their Yeshua ends in an H. We know it ends in an O. On the Misa Stele. I said translated as Yeshua. Right? I said notice that salvation ends with a ha. Or they would say hey. They pronounce it hey. This is again gay again. Yeah. Right? I says, but on the Misa Stele, the Moabite stone, salvation ends in a O. Right? We pronounce as a I, which they pronounce as a ayin, a silent letter, which is ridiculous. So I believe they are saying a different word altogether. They're not even saying salvation. It's a different word altogether that they're saying. And try to make you believe they're saying salvation. Because here's why. Adding a letter to a name changes the meaning. Like when God added a ha to Abram. Right? Abram means high or exalted father. Making it Abraham. He added an H to it. See, it changed the meaning of the name when you add an H to it.
Right. Now he's a father.
Father of many nations. Or a father of a multitude.
Wow.
So on and so forth.
Wow.
So if you have salvation and you add an H to it, you change the word. It ain't salvation no more.
Right.
You're saying something different.
Right.
So I'm saying y'all saying something different because the Misa Stele salvation ends in an O. You guys added an H to it. You changed the name.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right? I said, now let's think. Since the Moabites come from Lot, Abraham's nephew, then it is most likely that they spelled or pronounced the same words the same way.
Come on, that's,
you know
come
what I'm saying? I said, or almost the same way.
Right.
I said, now, for them to add a letter at the end and have a silent letter before the letter that they added. Before the letter they had it, they have a O, which is a silent letter, then they had an H at the end. Right? I said, I think that says it all. This was 4 days ago. He has not responded and said anything I said was wrong. Wow. Notice that I established why we have Yahweh Shai here. Went through the whole stuff for him.
That was good too, by the way. That was very thorough.
This is how you defend what you believe in.
Wow.
No response. Listen. I say, man, I said, leave this. If you wrong, he gonna cut you up. I said, you know what? I ain't afraid. Let's do it. If I'm wrong, cut me up. Let's do it. Cut me up.
That's right.
No response. 4 days, bro. No response. Remember, he was just talking about how no one said Yahweh Shai,
Right.
and that's scholarship.
Right.
But check me if I'm wrong then.
Right. It's probably gonna take them a minute to do it.
4 days?
Yeah.
Takes 4 days.
You gave him a breakdown too.
Entire breakdown I gave him.
Beautiful.
From the Misa Stele.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
Which he can't refute.
So the Misa Stele means Moabite stone?
The Moabites do the same thing.
Come on.
It's written in Paleo Hebrew.
Right.
Right.
The Misa Stele.
Where did that go to today? Who trying to claim that? The Indians?
No, they don't know who's trying to go. Who's
The Moabites. We don't know who they are today.
But geographically, where did that? What region did that? Closer to Israel, huh?
They're in Israel. They're considered like East Israel.
East Israel.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were right next to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, they would speak the same thing. Listen,
It's Abraham.
we got the same alphabet.
We have the same alphabet.
Same alphabet.
We actually got
something
the
different.
we actually got the Gaian from them, right? The Gaian
We have all the same thing.
Right.
The same thing.
That's how you know that was some extended family that split.
Yeah. So we are the oldest form we have of salvation, right? Is in the Misa Stele.
Wow.
And we know it ends in an O.
Wow.
You say O is a silent letter.
No.
Then you had an H at the end of it. And telling us that you're saying salvation, and that's the name of Yahshua. Come on, man. You think you fooling here? You think you fooling here? You can't even respond 4 days. Anyway, I'm going to show you that I'm defending our pronunciation of Yahweh Shai. He's a teacher, supposed to be a scholar. He said he's a scholar of the Hebrew.
God.
And he can't even respond. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, bro.
Very thorough explanation of what you
So,
put up.
so what did Jonah mean? What's the definition of Jonah?
What you mean?
What is that name?
Dove? Talk about it didn't mean dove. Jonah means dove. Yeah.
Ooh. So that's one of the Lord's favorite
Yeah.
Birds.
Yeah, Jonah means
You
dove.
know, that was gonna send Tony off out there. I can feel him thinking right now.
You wanna be called Jonah?
No, I mean, well, it just just putting that story together.
Tony love his doves too.
I'm gonna end the live stream there, man. I just wanted to show you all that stuff, man. To be clear. Again, we rocking with Yahweh Shai, and they have not refuted it yet. It's been 4 days. Be waiting. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the top dude that's claiming that Lashawan Kodash is wrong,
Right.
and I presented him what we have in Yahweh Shai, the top dude, and he had not responded yet.
Who's that?
Zion Lex. He's the one that thought all that nonsense about Lashawan Kodash is off and is made up and all this, and then Yahweh Shai. He's saying he's the one who thought all this, and I went straight to the source.
Right. The Moabite stuff.
And I showed him what we have.
Misa Stele.
He ain't even responded to nothing.
Wow.
Listen, if you a believer in Christ, like he said he is, he believe in Christ. I believe in Christ just like you do. We brothers in Christ. If your brother in Christ is wrong, you should be able to correct him. Say, that's incorrect, brother. Here's why that's wrong. Right? Be able to do that. We brothers in Christ, right? Correct me. Right? I'm humble enough to say that I'm wrong if you show it to me. But you and your video fucking greasy about it ain't Yahweh Shai, that's scholarship. Now you being disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To us that say Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that, man, we're gonna say Shabbat Shalom, everybody, man. Hopefully we said something, showed something to help you in your walk and getting to know the most